All right. Hello, everyone. All right, we're gonna give about 3 minutes for people to get up in here, and then we're gonna get started. Introduce the SMD family member. So we're gonna give about 3 minutes, Ken. Let these guys get up
Oh,
in
that
here.
sounds beautiful.
hmm
So,
Get
how's that
everybody.
weather out there?
Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful. It was yeah, I mean it was all sunny today, but it was about 55. It got about a high as 55. Not too warm, but it was just beautiful.
Yeah, check this, man. Out where I'm at in the big OH,
hmm
it's gonna be hitting 55, 60 here Monday.
Oh,
I can
okay.
live with that. I can live with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's exactly what our weather's gonna be. That exact same
Yeah.
temperature for the rest of the week.
Matter
And
of fact, if I could recreate everything and it could be about 75 to 80, I'm good.
right, right. No,
I'm good.
I love where I live because in Seattle, man, it wouldn't be nowhere near this. It's cold and rainy
Mm-mm.
and
Yeah.
cloudy. I gotta have sun now, man. Something about the sun just re-energizes me.
Well, that's that vitamin D. Come
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
You
My
gotta have
body
the
be sucking
vitamin
that
D.
up, man. I need it.
That's like drinking an orange juice, right? Or is that the vitamin C? They
That's
right
C.
close to each other,
Orange
so
juice
it's the
is C.
same thing.
Yeah, the D is, man. I had to. That's why I had to get out of Seattle, man. Because that D, I wasn't getting no D from the sun.
Right,
And that,
right,
that's a
right,
different.
right.
That's a different source of D. There is no kind of D that's coming from the sun, right?
No,
Nothing
no,
on Earth can imitate that. So I'm like,
no.
I got to have the sun.
Well, I always thought about Seattle, when I hear about it, but
hmm
then I hear about that rain, man. Because I heard other than the
Oh, it's
rain,
horrible.
it ain't a
Oh
bad
yeah, it's
place, but
horrible.
that rain, I
It's
can't deal with
horrible.
that.
It is horrible, man. And what's so crazy? You don't get that sun vitamin D, and then you fall for. You end up thinking you can get the same vitamin D in a pill or some other kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
There's no source, no other source on Earth that can give you that vitamin D, but you lose that.
Hey, something I know we on air, but anyway, I want to
Mhm.
throw this at you.
Yeah, yeah.
You ever hear about that black seed oil?
I heard about it. I haven't tried it or anything.
Man, I tell you what, I can't confirm what it's doing for me, but I tell you, man, that's some beautiful stuff there. Look that stuff up.
Okay.
That's
What
great,
you
great
check
for you,
and you check out the sea moss, man. That sea moss is just doing
bro.
it.
I'm taking it.
Oh, okay. Okay. You
Yeah, I take
already
the
on it.
tablet. I take the
Okay.
tablet. hmm
Gotcha. I take straight from the jar.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Now you prepare that stuff, right?
No, I get it from Urban Bros on Urban Bros BR on Instagram.
Right.
I order from them.
Oh, okay, okay. Now,
I'll
do
send you.
you got to
Hmm?
prepare it and stuff, right? Put it in water and all that stuff.
No, no, it comes in a jar and I eat it with a spoon.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't have to
That's
prepare
a
anything.
that's a
It's
whole
already ready
different
to
ballgame.
go.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that then.
Yeah, man. You go to these. You can trust these brothers, man. That's why I always tell everybody about them.
Yeah, because I
And I'll
heard that
put it
sea moss. You got to watch that stuff from who you get it from.
right. And I trust these guys. I've been doing this for over a year now. So it's
Hmm.
yeah. So but I'll put that link in there. Okay, well, let's introduce myself. Hello, everyone. My name is LJ, and I am a 100% debt-free motivational speaker and personal finance educator. I help people become financially free by helping them mathematically see outside what I call the debt matrix. The debt matrix is a place where everybody lives that believes in financing everything that goes down in value and wondering why they're living paycheck to paycheck. These are called slaves. This is where all the slaves live. Now, I was a slave for until age 40, woke up, found Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey said, hey, take the math that you learned in grade school, apply it to your finances, and you'll be free. Follow these baby steps, and this is how you do it. And that's what I did it. I didn't need to buy any of his programs. I just believed the math that he was telling me. And so I said, okay, cool. You can't go wrong with math. Became free, realized that I didn't know I was a slave until I became free, or else I would have never known I was a slave. Okay, if that makes sense to most people. But now I realize that I'm free. Nobody owns me, right? So now I realize this type of freedom. Now I can't help but share with others to experience this freedom. And the one thing about this freedom, this gift that I have, I can prove it. I can prove it 100% with mathematics. Okay, that's the wonderful gift. So now I've created this family, Savings Minus Debt family, Savings Minus Debt channel, and we have family members. So today we're bringing on the family member, the Scout. So go ahead and introduce yourself, sir.
Hey, to LJ for having me on. I really appreciate it, and especially to the SMD family. I know a lot of times I'll be in the chats. I'm not in there as much as I would like to be, but when I do, I try to say hello to everybody and become family like we're supposed to be. So hello.
All right, cool, man. So, let's just start off on, I guess, just how we met so they can understand the immediate connection and understanding and awareness so they can understand about this thing.
Yeah. When I came across your channel,
How
that
did
must
you
have
come
been
across? Right.
So O'Shea Duke Jackson, I was subscribed to him, and he had this brother named LJ, Lionel. And I'm listening to him, and in the first 3 minutes, I'm thinking, wow, he different. I just knew you was different. And what I mean by that is as far as financial outlook and becoming debt free, right? Now it's weird because I say less than a year before then, I think that was already in my mind because we had talked about my past history, LJ, and I was going through a transformation. I was searching for things, right? To make myself holistic as a person, to make me the best person I could be. And one of the ways I was trying to do it was financially. And so all my life, man, I was lost. I was a slave, you see? And what I mean by that is I had no concept of the value of money. And what I mean by that is until you become debt free, you are a slave to society. You're a slave to everything, to be honest with you, because and let me get back. So anyway, so I was listening to
You're right. It is everything. We're gonna get into all that.
Yeah, because I'll get
easy
into
it was to go there. See how easy that
bro, I'll
was?
go into a 20-minute diatribe about
I
that
know,
stuff.
right?
Because you be so motivated, it ain't just for me, man. You want it for everybody else. See, when you become like this, it ain't about you no more. You want to help as many as you can if they open to it. See,
correct.
But anyway, so I was on listening to O'Shea Duke Jackson. You was on there. That's the first time I came across you, and I'm glad I seen that because hey, you never know if the connection would have been there. So after I listened to you, man, I went to your channel. Man, I started binging big time. I'm looking at all your stuff, and it must have took me a good 2-3 weeks. I got through all your stuff. And the majority, I would
Man, that's
download.
crazy, man. Because I got a lot of videos up there, man.
Bruh,
You were
like when you
seriously
used to work,
binging.
when you was doing the workout stuff. Remember that?
Yeah. That's why I
I
started
remember
out
all
with.
that.
You
I
went
remember
all the
all
way
that
back.
stuff. Yeah, because what I
Damn.
would do is I would download your stuff, right? And one thing I'm like real serious about is like my time. So when I'm working out, boom, I got that download in. I'm listening to that stuff. If I go shopping, man, I'll be listening to downloads when I'm in the car. I mean, really, man, I'm like obsessed with it, like in a good way, And so that's what I would do with your stuff, right? And it took about 2-3 weeks. And to be honest with you, I'm that type of dude. I look for the red flags. And I said, man, all these videos he did, I ain't seeing the red flags. You know what I mean?
Zero.
None. And I'm like, whoa, there's something ain't right here, man. So I said, I got to contact him. See what I mean? So I contacted you, and that was the start of the the rebirth. I wouldn't say it was the start because I knew I was searching for something, but that put the stamp on it. And then I said, this is it. And man, we can go through some details if you want, but my whole way of thinking as far as money till I got debt free, man, I was like ridiculous, like obsessed, like eating ramen noodles because I'm not joking, man. Cause I was like, I ain't getting no Burger King, I ain't getting nothing till I get out of this debt. See what I'm saying? Got me a single room, and I'm here to this day. I plan on being here maybe tops another 6 months, and we can get into that stuff with what I'm
No, I want
my
them to
other
hear
friend.
that obsession because I told them, you guys know the story of my obsession. I want them to hear the obsession from another person that understands like, oh shit, I'm a slave. I'm gonna do, and then you just turn into something different. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to not be a slave.
Yep. That's the passion you literally have to feel like that, man.
Yeah.
And that's how when you really see the light, when you really see the light, right? You in this dark tunnel, right? And it's almost like that train coming towards you in the light.
Right.
And you be like, it's like either I'm gonna move or consequences. You see what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And
Yeah.
so I said, well, I definitely want to live, right? And so then it becomes not just trying to live, but having a quality of life.
Right. You
You
see,
you, you don't want
you
to
start
just
to see that light
exist.
at the end of the tunnel, and you're like, oh man,
Yeah, man.
that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
What it do, LJ, is it opens your mind,
Yeah.
and what it does, it gives you other options.
Yes. Now let
I mean,
me ask you something, Ken.
uh-huh.
Is it not right now how you feel? Is anything unobtainable to you? Can you do anything
No,
you want?
not at all. Not at
You
all.
can do anything you want, right?
Anything I want.
Anything.
Anything.
That's what I want those
Mhm.
people to understand. Once
That
you
that
own
that's
yourself, you can do anything.
yeah. Here's the beautiful thing, right? Like I'll be turning 53 this month, right?
Hmm.
So that was probably what I was around 49 or so when all this transformation started.
Hmm.
And most probably people be like, man, you at the end of the road. See, that's the bad kind of mindset. I'm
Right,
not
that
saying because
is.
I'm
That's
at
the
that
slave
age.
mindset. That's the
Man,
slave mind. They
there
don't
is
know that
no
though, Ken.
man.
They don't
Let me
know they're
tell
running
you.
a program. They don't know that.
Right. There is no, you don't think about age, man. All you
Nope.
thinking about is, okay, this is what I need to do. This is the next step. Once I
Right.
get to this step,
Yeah.
this is the next step. You're not even, bruh,
You're not even
that don't
concerned
even
about
think
that.
about, man.
You know the only thing you and I are upset about, had we known this in our 20s, that's
Oh
about it.
boy. Oh boy.
Now tell me this, Ken. You know for a fact you would have been a multimillionaire, right?
At least.
Me too. They don't really understand. They think we
At least.
bullshit when we
But
say
but but
that.
but, but here's the thing, LJ. Just with this knowledge.
Yes.
I'm not talking about going to college but that really,
Right.
to be honest with you, I don't think that would necessarily be
Tell them like
necessary.
this, Ken, like this. How many people you think can even fuck with you with finances right now? How many? Not many,
Oh,
right?
very few, very
Very
few,
few.
very few.
Very few.
Because you know what? I'll tell you what. You know how my life is now?
What?
I keep it very simple
Yeah.
with
Without
every
even
part of my
trying.
life. There
Without
is
even
no
trying.
gray area no more. No more. Put it this way: when you got to pay a bill,
Mhm.
okay, and somebody knock on your door for the cable, right? You got to pay the bill. Now, when they ask you for the money, do they give you options? There usually ain't no options, man.
Right.
Either you got the money or the cable gets shut off.
Right.
There ain't no gray area. See,
No.
that's how your life gotta be. That's how you gotta, when you move forward. There's no more gray area.
Right.
And if there
That's
is, it's
like,
gotta be
tell them,
very
Ken,
limited.
that's the way it is. There is no gray area.
Um,
That's the way it is.
that's
Period.
real life. That's real life.
Right.
That you know what that is?
What?
That's the debt-free grown up life.
Correct.
You see?
You don't even see cars, houses, gold, diamonds. We
Nah,
don't see none of that shit. It's all fake.
nah, nah. You know what
It
that
don't
is?
even
That's just,
exist.
you know what that is? That's like when you fishing and you throw that not the ball. What's that little shiny thing out there? See?
I
Oh,
don't know.
it's very glittery. It's real
Yeah,
glittery.
I know what
See?
you're talking about though.
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
seen
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But
Mhm.
I ain't worried about the rims on the car. I'm worried about the car itself.
Right.
Is the car stable? See what I'm saying?
Are they
Is it
making
going
payments? If they
right?
making payments, who cares what they got?
Man, see, I love that because see, before I even go there, before you get the rims, are you paying for the car outright?
Right.
See, I went 2, 3, 4 steps ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Step one is okay, and then I go like this when there's people I'm talking to, and they right on the brink of thinking my way. I go like this. They say, "Man, I want to get a house." I say, "Okay, then. How much is the house?" I'm not sure. Well, see now, how can I even see? You got to give me something to work with here.
Right. Right.
See, first, once you find out how much the house is, now we can start doing things. See, because now maybe you might have to get a second job. Maybe you might have to work overtime. See, you need to know how much money you need down first.
But see, check this out, Ken. But they running the program because they really
Right.
believe it takes 30 years. Listen,
Yeah. Yeah.
they really believe it takes 30 years to pay off one house.
Insanity.
You just want to slap them in the face and say, "Hey,
Yeah.
wake up! What the
Yeah.
fuck are you
Yeah.
talking about? 30 years of your life to pay off one house? Wake up!"
You know what that would be like going through the drive-through at McDonald's and they say, "Hey, that's $6.95," and you be like, "This, can I do that in installments with a $10 with $10 in your back pocket?"
I know,
What?
right? Right? Can I
And
make payments on that
it's at,
hamburger?
and each month is at 28% APR.
I know.
What?
But Ken, but listen, we laughing, right? But
I'm just
that's
being
not
serious.
funny. They're doing it with credit cards. They don't know they're
Oh,
doing that.
and by the way, hey, check this too, LJ.
What
You
you
don't
just
get to
said,
get the
Ken, what you just said, they're doing it. They're doing it with credit cards.
yes.
We just laughed about something that's really happening. And we made a joke about it, but it's really happening.
Here's the beautiful thing. Credit cards can be, you know what? I don't even really use it. What I do,
Right.
I use it for convenience.
Me too.
If I got to go to the gas station,
Right.
because I don't really carry cash with me. See, I might have 10, 15 just in case.
Right.
But I'll have my credit card. I only got one. See, and they by the way, they sending me stuff daily. You want this? You want that? You want this? You want that? You want this?
I know,
You want
right?
a loan? I'm not joking, man.
Oh,
My
they do that
email
to me.
gets
They do
filled
that
up,
to me.
man. Yeah. I don't need none of that stuff because the
But you got to
APR.
remember though, even that part, Ken, they're running the program because they're asking everybody because they know the majority are slaves. They don't know.
Yeah.
They know their messages are hitting people like us, but they know we're going to ignore them.
Right.
They're not worried about us.
But I get it from their point of view because
Right.
it's like mass blasting it out there. You're gonna get somebody eventually. Come on.
It's business.
That's just the way it is. Yeah.
Oh, it's business.
And that would have been me 4 years ago.
Oh,
no
yeah.
question. No question.
They would have had me without a doubt. They would have had me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because see, I would have been scamming in my head. Okay, I get that $1,500 loan.
Right.
Let me see here. They got that sale for that 55 inch.
Yeah. You know, I can do that balance transfer. I can do that balance transfer and just transfer, and they really cost me nothing. And then I'll save on interest, all part of the program. They just hook, line, and sinker. They know they're gonna do this shit. That's why they keep doing it to them.
Yeah. Yep. You know what it is too, man. You have to reconstruct your mind.
Mm-hmm.
You have to rechange your identity as far as debt goes.
Right.
Not just debt, financially.
Right.
You have to recreate who you think you was when you was born. Because see, here's what people don't understand. When you was initially born, where you was initially the people that you was in contact as far as family, community, so on and so forth, that's your original identity. Now that's not your fault. Nobody asked where they can be born, who they born with. Okay. But the one thing you can do is transform yourself. And it's never too late because I did it in my late 40s.
Right. It's never too, what's crazy, Ken? Let me tell you something, man. Let's go even deeper than that. What slaves never question, okay? Mm-hmm. When we're born, we're automatically given a social security number, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But no slave ever asked to say, hey, why do we have to have that number? That's your participation number, slave. If you don't have that number, you can't play.
Yeah.
You think you could tell a slave that hey man, why you had that number? Have you ever sat back and why this number is stamped to you?
Right. And believe me, it's stamped on you.
Oh yeah.
It's stamped on you. You can't get away.
That's your participation card. You can't play without that.
You know what? I gotta tell you, man. I know I heard you say this before. Whether we agree on the system or not, you gotta admit, man, them dudes, that's bad. They you gotta give them credit.
This system is amazing, ain't it?
Man, it really is.
Much respect.
It really is.
And those of you that know and that you might be listening, I'm telling you right now, I'm playing by the rules. Okay.
Yeah.
I see how it works. I understand. There is no misunderstanding that I see how it works now, and I'm playing according to the rules.
Right. Because you can flip the rules.
Correct. You play by the rules. You play by the rules. You just be rich. Period.
I remember one time we was talking on the phone, right? Mm-hmm. And like, I think I had just before I become debt free. Remember, I had to get debt free twice.
Right.
If you remember. And I was debt free. Then I got my son went to college and make a long story, parent loan. Boom, 13G. Right. And I was like, man, I was ready to roll, and I think I had mentioned, well, you knew about that one. Mm-hmm. And then I got that 13,000, man. Right. Man, I must have pounded that thing out. That was quick, wasn't it, LJ?
That was quick, man. You got that out. I think it was
like a year and a half. I know that sounds crazy, but hey, I went back to the ramen noodles. I don't care. See, because I wanted my freedom, man. You think I care about eating some ramen noodles? That's okay with me.
Slaves,
I'm serious,
slaves don't know it takes sacrifice, though, Ken.
bro.
That's why.
Oh yeah,
That's why I want
yeah,
them to hear what you're saying, man. They don't really
yeah.
understand what you did, where you lived to not be a slave, because they don't know
Uh,
that they're slave. They're unconscious, though, man.
if they actually put a videotape on what I was doing, man. I mean, but it was all legal. You see what I'm saying?
Of
But what I'm
course.
saying is the sacrifices.
Oh yeah, just like I
Sacrifices.
just said, it has to be legal. If you're playing by the rules, it has to be
Oh
legal.
yeah, yeah,
Period.
yeah,
There are
yeah.
no breaking the rules.
Like I remember, like I was getting back to. I remember there was a day either we was on the phone, I think it was, and I had just gotten. I think I had just gotten debt free the second time, and you had helped me to the taxes. Remember? And what I mean by that is once you get debt free,
Yeah.
you in a whole different situation tax
Oh,
wise.
taxes are your friends.
Yes.
They're your friend.
Yeah.
They're not your
Yeah.
enemy. Slave, even they check this out, Ken. Even that's a program. Having slaves hate taxes is part of the program. Once you get out of
Right.
there, you're like, holy shit, taxes are my friend. Holy, nobody, no, I'm for here. Ken, here I am, 40 years old,
Yeah.
living in this world, and not
Yeah.
one person out of my life told me taxes are my friend.
Right.
They're not
Right.
my enemies.
But LJ, ain't that beautiful programming?
Oh man, you got to respect that
Dude,
shit. You got to respect that.
that's hypnosis, bro.
How long now you really think about it this way. That had to have taken generations, right?
Yeah.
Generations.
Yeah. Yeah.
It had to.
Yep. Because what's the first thing they try to tell you before when you get out of high school? Get that credit. You want to get your
That
credit right,
credit.
get your credit right, get your credit right,
Sure
get your
do.
credit right, get that credit card.
And
No, come on,
but
man.
not just the TV and businesses, your own family.
That's what I'm. Yes. Yes. But you know what? Little do they know. If you got good credit, you can put them on your credit card to get them off to a better start. But they don't even look into that.
No. Nope.
That's basics. Look, that's financial 101.
But you got to understand the basics before you even
Yeah,
talk to anybody
don't be
about a
talking
credit
about no
card.
loans or nothing like that until you
Yeah.
got the basics taken care. You when you building a house, you gotta have the construction, the bottom, the
Correct.
studs in first.
You know, here, like you and I, we both got a credit card. We have one. And, you know, a slave will say, "Hey, man, I thought you said credit don't mean shit. Why you got a credit card?" Now it's like, damn, I got to explain that to you now. You're not going to understand if I told you. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if I tell you, yeah, I got a credit card, but I don't use my credit card the same way you do, slave.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm not laughing to be funny. I'm laughing because I was that person.
Me too. And we didn't even
Man.
know. Now imagine this, Ken. This is what I thought, Ken. What if when we was in the debt matrix, somebody like me and you were talking to me and you back then? We sounded like totally unconscious slaves.
Yeah. Because you know what? That wouldn't have worked because I was hard headed.
Me too.
You program, man. Think about it. You have to it's like a computer. I ain't no computer guy, but you know they like defragment it and all that stuff. You got to get you have to.
Defrag.
Yeah, I know the basics, and you got to get redone. It's a whole like I go back to the diet thing. Somebody say I'm going on a diet.
Mm-hmm.
I want to lose some weight, and I'll be like, oh man, red flag. They ain't got to say nothing no more.
Right. Nothing else. See,
this is a lifestyle. See, what you need to be telling me, I'm looking to lose weight and keep it off. So is there any lifestyle tips you can tell me that's going to help me?
Why do you think I got out of that game, Ken? Why do you think I got out of I got tired of people coming to me saying, "Hey man, what you use for your diet?" I'm like, I just feel like saying it's not a fucking diet, it's a lifestyle. No. You got to change it. You know, but how do you explain that to slaves? You can't explain that.
And just like, okay, and then they say, "Oh man, you gotta be real rigid." Well, no, that don't mean every now and then you can't go out and have,
right.
Hey, you can even go to the all you can eat once every 3 weeks or something like that.
Or just go up to them and say, "Hey man, do you want to live long or die young? Which one?"
Yeah, quality of life again. See, quality of life. See, like remember I was telling you in the beginning about the black seed oil. Mm-hmm. And there was a partner of mine. We was like 4 or 5 together, just chopping it up about general stuff. And I brought up, I said, man, this is a while back. I said, man, I got me some black seed oil. I heard about it through somebody and did some research, man. It's great for your digestive system, just your overall health. And he said, how much is the bottle? I said, $20. He said, $20.
I know.
Now look, man. Hold on. First of all, we all grown men. If you worried about $20, see,
See,
I mean,
Ken,
I'm
but
not trying to act like money
Ken,
ain't
as
important.
soon as you heard him say that, Ken, you should have just turned and walked away. He already told
Oh,
you his answer.
oh man.
He
See,
already
here's
told
what
you. He
I
told you he
try to
was a slave.
explain to him. I said, look, man, the bottle lasts for a month. I take a teaspoon a day. Yeah, but I ain't put. See, you ain't listening. It's your health, bro. See what this is going to prevent, because I'm going to tell you, the majority of people they're gonna have to go through surgery probably.
Exactly.
For some, I ain't looked it up, but I guarantee you, the percentage of people once they get elderly, something gonna happen. See, you trying to do preventative things. This is where I go back to the quality. Everything ties into each other, because once you become debt free, your mind opens up to everything. Your whole life.
Nothing's impossible. Nothing.
No, you never settle no more. You want the best. You want to tap yourself out.
Speaking on that health thing, Ken, that's why I made that video. I posted my video of me exercising. I want these youngsters thinking, don't believe the 50 that people are telling you when you're young. Hey, man, 50, you're going to be a walker. That's why I make that video. I said, if you want to do the same things I'm doing at my age right now, you better stop listening to them slaves. You can be and do whatever you want to do. You see that shit I'm doing? That's not when I'm 20. That's when I'm 50.
That was off the chain too, by the way. That's not for real.
I'll be watching that shit myself, Ken. I'll be like, shit, that's me.
Bro.
I'll be amazing myself when I look.
You didn't wake up on a Sunday and start doing that on a Monday. See, that's where they get caught up. See, that takes sacrifice to do that. But really what that is, that's a testament to your overall lifestyle.
Correct. That's a lifestyle.
Think about it.
Lifestyle choice.
It ain't just the debt stuff. What you eat, who you surrounded with. Do you look up? Do you do research on health? Do you do research in investments? Do you do research on if you want a partner in your life?
Slaves, man. Man. Put it this way, Ken. Okay, this back to the respect of the program, right? Check this out. Slaves really believe Saturday and Sunday are special.
Yeah.
Now, you try to convince a slave, you know how they say, okay, I was thinking about this the other day. You know how they always thank God for Friday?
I used to be that person, man.
You know what I'm saying? They do it all
on
social media. They be saying, thank God it's Friday. You can't,
I
just want to go to a slave and say, hey, you do know God made all 7 days, right? When he made all 7 days, he didn't say Friday was special. You think it's special because you're a slave.
You know what? It's weird that you say that. I think it was just the other day. I was in the shower, bro. And I'm thinking about some stuff I had to do, right? And I think it was Monday. And it was Monday because I went like this. I said, dang, I bet most people think my Saturday and Mondays is different. No.
Right.
There's really, maybe if you watch TV, maybe the programming might be different from Monday. But other than that, I do the same exact, nothing changes.
They're not special. They're just the days of the week.
Yeah.
Saturday. You can't tell a slave Saturday is no different than Monday.
Nah. See, when you live this life, you don't alter your life to the world's life. The world life will have to alter to you.
When you hear him getting sad on Sunday evening, worried about Monday, you just want to go, hey, slave, why are you sad about a day? That's just a day that's making you physically sad. Oh my God.
That's sad. Because I remember that, man. Like about Sunday? Say you gotta go in Monday. Bruh, Sunday about 2:00 is you start doing the pregame. See? About 2:00, you might be out and about.
You're right.
It do. Because about 6, 7, 8. Oh man, we gotta hit the field for real because I gotta be ready, And so by 9, 10 o'clock, you better be in bed. See what I'm saying?
You gotta start doing things that you don't really want to do. You got to prepare, get your clothes, get your lunch ready, make sure everything, all the things you got to do for work that you're not even getting paid for. Man. I used to, how many years I did, man, I didn't wake up till age 40, Ken.
Yeah.
This is what I wanted to say before I forgot real quick. I wanted to share with you. I don't know if I shared with you what actually woke me up. Have I ever shared that with you?
I don't think so.
This is what woke me up because I've been thinking about this, right? So you know how in the debt matrix, they say you're successful if you make 6 figures, you're college educated, and you got a 6-figure earning career, right? They say you've made it and you got a nice place that you're living, right? Okay, so when I achieved all that according to the debt matrix, right? It's like, hey, if you do all these things, you are successful, right? And
Oh,
once
wait
I
a
reached
second.
that,
Was it the credit card?
what?
Did you apply for a credit card or something?
No, I'm just talking about everything they say you've achieved. You make
Okay,
it
okay,
six
okay.
figures, you're college educated, your job is
Right.
successful, IT job or whatever, right? All these, and you got a nice house, condo, whatever. They all say success according to the debt matrix, right? I achieved that, but I was all, it was all borrowed. It was
Right.
all finance,
Right.
right? But when what woke me up, I said, what happened? What is this feeling that I'm supposed to have when I reach this point? I'll say, where's this feeling? So I said to myself, so I just keep doing this until age 65 at my job, and then I enjoy life. That's what I said to myself. I swear to God.
Yep.
I swear to God. I said, and as soon as I got done saying that, I said, fuck no, that's not true.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was going to happen from that point. I was just saying it out loud. I was like, fuck no. No, I refuse to accept that. I refuse. And
Well,
voila, you and I are here talking on this mic today. That's what woke me up.
I'll tell you something that was like, I wouldn't say it woke me up, but it started like whittling away at the normal way of thinking. I remember I would always think, people they retire 65, 70, whatever, And then I picture them people walking on the beach after they retired. They can't even walk the beach. I'm thinking something ain't making sense here, man.
Right.
That's when I started going, wait a second. Or I hear like 2 years after somebody retired, I knew they died.
They died. Yep. Oh, and I got something for that. When you done, I got something for that. What I came up with. It's gonna blow your mind.
It was just like these kind of events that started making me like, it wasn't what like push me over the top, but it started chiseling away. And I'm thinking, I know I ain't the smartest fella in the world, but something just ain't adding up here, LJ.
Wow, that's crazy. That's powerful right there. That's powerful.
Yeah, I was just kind of like something just. And then I started going like this. I said, okay, there's people that's successful in life, and they ain't the majority. See,
right.
And then I started going, because I remember I told my oldest son years ago. I said, hey, Kenny, you gotta watch the 70% rule, and he was like, what? And I said, yeah. I said, because the majority of people, 70% of them in the world are average or below.
Sure is.
Now, see, some people might go, oh, doesn't mean. No, that's the truth.
That's the truth. It's higher than that, though.
Majority.
It's higher than that.
Yeah, oh, I'm trying to be nice, bro.
I know. You're being
trying
very
to give
generous.
you a
You're being very generous.
But that's how you got to look at it. You got to break things down to the simple form. And that's the truth. You know what I tell my son too?
Yeah.
And people that I care about, I tell them like this. I'm going to tell you what you want to hear, what you need to hear, not what you want to hear.
Right. That's the only way we can deliver it now. Right. That's the only way we can deliver it.
There's no gray man no more. No gray.
Nope. No gray.
See, now you might not.
And you know what, Ken? This is why I think, you know how they retire and then they die. This is what came to me not too long ago. You got to remember, a slave has had a job all their lives, right? So that means they've had a title. Right. And then they've been working at a job for so many years, they have blended themselves with that title to be part of them. Right. What they don't know is that it has stripped away from them ever knowing themselves, because they believe they are the title that their employer gave to them.
I'm laughing, but
it's true. Right. So this is what happens. As soon as they retire, the title's stripped.
Yeah.
Now it's like, oh shit, who am I? Without that title.
Where's my self-worth?
Who am I without being LJ Young, the systems engineer for? Who is just LJ Young? You like, oh shit, I never figured that one out. Nope, you sure didn't.
Ain't that the truth?
That's the truth, man.
I'll tell you something else, man. You know what I equate that to? Because I'm a sports guy. And so I be thinking about, you see these retired sports people, right? And I hear the stories, man, and it's kind of sad because, bro, they've been doing this since they was like 8, 9.
Yeah.
Think about it.
I was thinking about that shit, man. I was really thinking about that. I know what you're about to say.
That's scary. And then they get out, and don't forget they got a regimen schedule. See, in the summertime, I'm doing this workout. Got to be here, do this with this trainer. During the season, I got this regimen schedule. But when I get out, I ain't got no schedule. Who am I?
Right.
See, You know what? I'm going to tell you something. You know who some of the highest divorce situations is professional ball players. You know why?
Why?
It goes right back to the person again. The majority of the time, they're not with their wife. So when they retire, they're with them, and they come to find out neither one like each other.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
That ain't funny, man. And see, that's real life. Because if you think about it, a lot of times both people are working anymore. If you don't take time out in your personal life to spend time together, that now look, I'm a percentage guy. The percentages ain't on your side. You just existing to take care of the bills. Y'all ain't enjoying one another.
They don't know, but think about it this way: they've been popular all them lives. So they become that character on the football field, right? And then one day when it's over, and then people stop recognizing them, you know, because they were so used to people recognizing them wherever they go, right? And then one day they're not. One day it's going to happen. Nobody's going to recognize you. And they're going to be like, "Oh shit!"
Right, man. Yeah. And see, once you become debt free and you get the mindset at like the SMD family, it's just the opposite. Now it's like you get the, what was that movie? Wait and Exhale. You get to exhale.
Right.
And now you get to sit back and go, okay, what do I really want to do? What do I really want to accomplish?
Right.
I got all these options. See, now you ain't stressed. You just like, okay, which option should I pick first?
Exactly.
That's beautiful. That's where I'm at right now, man.
Right.
Because
I hear it. I hear it in your voice. You know, you understand.
Because I put the work in, bro.
Yeah.
See, I believe in the universe. You get back what you put in. Period.
Sure do. You better believe that's true. They don't believe that though, man. Slaves are, man. You know what, Ken? Sometimes I think back, man, when I was an unconscious slave, man. There were always times that signaled to. I remember. I never forget this one. Okay, I remember I was in my finance Lexus, and I rolled up to the corner light.
Why'd you have to say finance?
Because I want to make sure people understand. I had a badass Lexus.
Right.
I had a badass Lexus, but I was making payments. That's a very important part of the story.
Right.
Very important. Right. The reason why I'm making payments because I couldn't afford to buy the car. Hence payments. All right, here we go with the story. I pull up to the light. There's a homeless guy holding a sign. Hey, give me some money for something. You know, just you know what they do right on the corner lights, right? Heavy lights, right? I remember something said to me, Linnell, you are one job loss away from being that dude. I swear to God, man. Something said to me, you are one job loss away from being him.
Yeah.
And you know what I did, Ken? I thought about it for a second. The light turned green. I turned my music back on and went back into the fucking debt matrix again. Act like that shit didn't even act. I act like the future me just didn't tell me that.
Yeah.
That's what it is, Ken. It's the future you telling you those things.
Well, you know, I'm going to tell you something. It's weird you say that because my boys, they must have been about 6, 8-ish area. My 2 boys at the time. And I remember we was driving down the street. We had to stop at a light. And they started giggling in the back. I looked back. I said, what's up? What y'all laughing about? They was laughing at this homeless guy. Right. And so what I did, I went up the street after the light started. I pulled over. Right. And I told him, I said, you know, don't necessarily judge that man or person because you don't know the road they've been through. That person over there could be very highly intelligent, but they might be in, you know, I was trying to break it down simple for them, but don't judge them. You don't know the road.
You know what I would say to young people now that do shit like that, would do something like that? I would say, hey, are your parents making mortgage payments? They say, well, yeah. You guys are homeless too. That's not your house.
Yeah.
I would say just like this, Ken. You know the only difference between that homeless man and you? They'll be like, what? I'll be like, the homeless man knows he's not a homeowner. You don't.
Yep. You know what? I go back to another one of my sayings. When you don't know that you don't know, wow. That's not funny, man.
And Ken, think about it this way. That's part of the program. That's generation.
Genius. It's genius.
It's fucking genius. It's absolutely.
You can get mad about it all you want. It's genius.
It's genius. It's absolutely genius. How did they? I 100% respect it.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
You know how hard that was for me? And I mean, you and I are talking. You know how hard it was to pull our ass out of that? That shit was tough.
Man, I tell you what, there were some times, man. I be like, I go back to the ramen noodles. You know, some of y'all might be laughing. I'm serious. I'm eating these ramen noodles, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there was days I'd be like, dang, they got them 2 Whoppers on sale, 2 for $5.
Mm.
But then I said to myself, that's a
God,
whole week's
spirit.
of ramen noodles.
Mm-hmm.
Is that really what? I mean, hey, man, you better
Hell
really
yeah.
think about this one.
Hell yeah.
Shoot, that wasn't no joke, man.
Yeah,
So,
well,
yeah,
but I
I
told you.
want,
Oh,
go
go
ahead.
ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, yeah, I really want it. Now, listen what I'm saying. Listen to my words. I said, I really wanted the Burger King food, but that ain't what I needed.
Exactly.
You hear them words? Wanted
Yep.
and needed is 2 different things.
Two
And when
different
you in the
words.
grind to accomplish something, you do what you need to, not what you want to.
And check this out. Let's go ahead. Let's go to the YouTube channels, right?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't it blow your mind how many motherfucking phonies are out there
Oh boy.
making bread, Ken? They're making
Oh boy.
bread.
Yeah.
And they're
Yeah.
phonies.
And you know what? I don't give them no credit, to be honest with you,
Oh
to the point.
no.
Because see, now
I respect this business. They ain't doing
no,
anything
no,
illegal. You know, they ain't doing anything illegal, whatever, right? But
no.
I
I'll
respect
choke
it.
it.
But they
I'll choke it
phonies.
up more to the 70% situation more than I say they are genius. Because now, as far as the system in America, that's genius.
No,
Because
I'm not talking. I'm
the
not calling those
math.
guys genius. The system
Yeah,
is
yeah.
genius.
But these
I'm just
guys,
talking about those guys are smart making money the way
oh
they.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You can't get mad at them because if
No.
somebody's buying it, hey,
Mm-mm.
you see what I'm saying? You got to respect the game, I guess. You see. So, like I say, until you look, if you don't know till you know, you don't know. So I kind of can't even get mad at you. Kind of see what I'm
But
saying?
that's the one thing I love about my gift, though. This is what makes my gift unlike any others, right?
Oh yeah,
The other
yeah,
people can talk. They be like, "Hey, believe in yourself," blah blah blah, right?
yeah,
I can
yeah.
say, "Believe in mathematics."
Right, right.
You believe in mathematics, you'll be rich.
And
That's
you know
it. And
what?
I can
You
prove it
don't
to
you
them.
don't need no 9 by 5 card trying to figure out what you're gonna say. It's already in you.
It's already in me. I don't need nothing else. I don't have to evolve with the times. I don't have
No.
to change my style. I don't have to do anything because math is timeless. Math will never evolve. It's just math.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That's
And
what I
see,
love about it, man.
here's another thing, right? I don't like getting too deep, but like I prefer to bring in the universe. But see, here's the thing. See,
No, that's what we do here,
you
though.
you, you,
I
you
want
was
them to know.
born. You was born with a gift.
Sure were. You better
See,
believe it.
now look here, look. If only a number of people have the eye to see that gift, that's on them.
Hmm.
That don't mean you still ain't. I don't even want to say that. Don't mean LJ still ain't gifted.
Oh, Ken, you know what? I figured
Go ahead.
out. I figured out a way to help them even believe in that. This is
Mm.
what I would do. This is what I would do. I would take 10 people in a room, right, to prove something that exists that you can't be detected with human senses. This is what I figured
Mhm,
out. Okay.
mhm,
I
mhm.
would bring 10 people in a room and I would ask each one of them, "Hey, have you ever felt somebody staring at you from behind?" They would say yes. Next person, I guarantee all 10 will say yes. Right.
Uh-huh.
Didn't I? That would 100% prove that something outside the senses exists, right? Wouldn't that just prove
Right.
it? If all
Yeah.
10 people
Yeah.
say yes, and if you
Yeah.
ask 10 people, if you ask all 10 of them, say, "Hey, do you know how that happens?" They'll all say, "I don't know, I don't know, I don't know." But it doesn't matter if they know or not because obviously it exists. If all 10 said yes,
Now I'm gonna give you the reverse of that. The false sense of security, right? So
mm,
let's say you
mm,
got money in the bank, right?
mhm.
I don't know, the FDIC might have around 20 million for that bank. Who cares really? See?
Mhm.
I got news for you. If all them people that got money in there that day go say, I want my money, you ain't getting it. It ain't there.
It don't
See,
exist.
see that when you be saying that on the show, I know people like, man, what is he talking about, man? I see my bank account.
But
Well,
even go
it
ahead, go
ain't
ahead.
there though. Physically in the bank, it's not there.
But Ken, this is the genius part about that too. Okay. they're not hiding the fact that it's not even there. They're not even.
Right.
Ken, you can go look up to see how much they made. They make $100 bill. They make it for less than 20 cents.
No,
Okay,
I was just talking to
19
somebody the other
and
day
they tell
about
them.
that.
Yeah, and they tell them on the website.
Yeah,
That's how much they
yeah.
made it for, and then they give it to them and say, "Now it's worth 100, you slave," and they believe it.
Right.
That's just
Now,
powerful, man. That's respect.
look. Oh,
Hands
man.
down, respect. Hands
Yeah.
down.
Now, whether you agree, again, that ain't the point. The point is you have to respect the game.
Correct.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
See? Okay, like we might not agree whether somebody on the street's doing something, whether we like it or not.
Right.
That ain't the point. The point is, okay, they wouldn't be out on the street if there wasn't a demand for it.
Correct.
Now, it ain't up to me whether to say whether it's right or wrong. There
But you
must
know
be a
what's so crazy
demand.
though, Ken? That's another thing. When you get out of the debt matrix, would you ever risk the time in your life for any amount of money?
No.
Hell no, you wouldn't be on the street selling no fucking. Are you crazy? Hell no.
Let me ask you this.
Somebody could take away the time of my life. Hell no. You keep that paper.
I got another one for you. Let me ask you this. I think we already went over this, but right now, where you at in your mind?
Mm-hmm.
And like, let's say you set a financial goal within reason.
Mm-hmm.
Do you honestly feel like there's no way you can accomplish that?
No, I'm going to accomplish it.
See, that's what, that's where I'm at
I'm
right
gonna be
now.
the biggest speaker. I'm gonna be the biggest speaker in the world,
bro.
I want people to understand that.
I believe that though.
It's true. I'm already there, Ken. Mentally, yeah, I'm already there.
I'm already there with you, bro. See, that's what I'm saying. This ain't no what I say, some commercial stuff.
No.
I really, honestly, bro, we done talked about stuff we're gonna do down the road. It's irrelevant whether you believe what I'm saying right now. I'm just trying to touch people.
You just telling people.
I can honestly say,
people believe you or not, you believe it. That's all.
Well, right. Yeah. See, if LJ was a stock right now, I say, boy, you better get it.
I know, right?
You better get it. Right. You see what I'm saying? And so most people would say, now listen to what I'm saying. Most people say, man, what are you talking? He only got so many subscribers. Now, let me ask you this. I play the percentages, LJ, right? Now, I told you 70% of the people are average or below. Now, the person that's telling me that,
saying you're being generous too, okay, Ken?
Put that right, I know. Now, here's another thing. That person is telling me I'm crazy. What's the percentages that they're average? Pretty high, ain't it? So why am I listening to what you say? Now that might sound mean, see, but see, I don't go by mean. I go by real. Right. There's no gray area. It ain't mean. See,
it's just real.
The fact that you don't believe it, I'm concerned for you. You understand what I'm trying to say? I'm concerned for you, not me, not it. I mean, I don't think they understand the seriousness of what we're talking about here.
No, they don't.
Because literally it's a life and death situation, to be honest with you. Because quality, I didn't say you're going to die before you supposed to die, but quality of life, if nothing else.
Right. And you see, have you been seeing, okay, here's back to the genius part of the system, right? Have you been seeing the post I've been writing about credit reports? Oh, yeah. Ken, you think I would have saw in a million years that a credit report is just a list of my owners? That is crazy. I did not see that. You know what's amazing? Ken, I was the stock. Those are all the people that had stock in me.
Yes. You know what I go back to again? See how everything pieced together when your mind like this? It go back to that Social Security number. See? It's the same thing.
Same thing.
It's tied in.
Oh, man.
Come on. Your VIN number on your car. Come on. Registration. All that.
Ken, they had me so focused on that credit score, rewarding me for staying in debt.
Yep.
They said, hey, man, the higher the score is, the better you are. Whatever bullshit they made up. I don't even know what they made up, but they said you're going to be a better person if you have a high credit score.
Right.
And I believed it, Ken. I believed it.
Well, check this one out. When I be getting all those emails, right, about, hey, get this card, because then you get your credit, you can have more available credit, right?
Right.
And then they say, because then your debt to ratio be better. I ain't got no debt to ratio because it's zero.
You know what? Ken, you said it wrong. There is no ratio if you don't have any debt.
Right. Because every month, I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna try and see if we can post it. You know what my balance is every month? Zero.
What? Zero.
You know why? Because I know, I just was on the phone last month because I was like, dang, I had $8 on there. I was pissed, right? Because I play the money game. See,
Right.
the statement hits. See, I didn't know this. I had to do more research.
Right.
So I always thought on the 8th is when they check my stuff, right? No, that's only on months of the 28 days in that month. On days of 30 days, they check it on the 10th.
See, that's too much brain power for me. I don't even deal with that shit.
Well, I'm just saying. What I'm saying is, I don't like nothing on my stuff. Zero. Right. So I try to time it out.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You don't want the numbers to even show up on your report.
I don't even want it on there.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I see what you're at. Okay, yeah.
Now, even if it's on there, it don't matter because I got the money. I just don't want to hear their mouth talking about
my numbers be on there. Okay, I see where you're at now. Okay.
Yeah, I don't want nothing on there. See what I'm saying? So I'm trying to go in deeper to figure out even more. See? Now I found out the game even more. That's cool.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy, Ken? To find other, this is gonna blow your mind, Ken. How to easily find another financially wise person that understands the game. Show each other your credit reports. Ain't shit on there.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing on there.
You seen mine? I sent it. There's nothing.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If I say, hey man, before I trust you, hey Ken, before we go into business together, man, I need to see your personal credit report. You just pull that shit right up on your phone. All zero. Right. Okay, yours match mine. Cool. Let's do business.
Right. See, that was another tip that you gave me early on that stuck in my head. That was a jewel right there because let's say I'm going to look for a tax attorney, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, one of the if I got two people and it come down to the credit report and one's bad, one's zero, guess what I'm going with?
Exactly. The one that's zero, man.
Ain't nothing to talk about.
Ain't nothing to talk about.
What do I need to talk to him about? Because
you already know what you want. You're gonna be like, hey, I'm debt free. You debt free. You know not to break any of the rules, right? Right. Okay, fix it. Do it. Whatever you need to do. Make it right.
And remember I told you about keeping it simple? This going to another analogy I got, right? You can figure out people real quick. They can talk all they want, right? But their actions.
Yes.
Their actions. Somebody like a woman might tell you, or a guy, depending on who you with. I love you. 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 That do sound good. But then every time I want to spend time with you, you busy.
Right.
Something ain't adding up here.
Ain't adding up. Right.
I mean, you don't have to be a rocket scientist. It's keep it simple.
But you see what you detecting, Ken? They ignore that.
Yeah.
They ignore it.
Yeah. Well, she's real cute.
And she got a fat ass. Okay.
So that makes
all goes out the window. You think that you think a dude is gonna listen to that voice, what you just said, if she got a fat ass?
What I tell you about the 70% again? You see, all these very, very simple
respect the program, respect the system. You better respect it.
Savings minus debt. What does that mean? Listen to the savings minus debt. I mean,
they'll be like, well, it's not that simple, Ken. It's not that. Hey, no, this is what they say, Ken. It's not that black and white, Ken.
I'll tell you what. I'll be honest with you. Why do you think I had to look at the other videos after I seen you on O'Shea? Because I was like, man, it can't be this simple. I'm not kidding you, man. Because I said,
so you ran the program too,
man. I was like, whoa, what the heck? I knew in my heart it sounded right, but I said, something don't, man. It can't be. You mean I'm wasted 40-something years on something this simple? I said, nah, I'm gonna find these red flags. So then I looked at all them videos. I'm like, dang, something ain't making sense because I didn't find the red flag.
Right.
Then I came to my senses and said, I didn't want to hit you in the chat. I had to contact you. Right. I need to talk to this guy. You hear what I said? I said I wanted to talk. I needed to talk to this guy.
Right. And you probably like, hey, I couldn't find the red flag. So can you tell me the red flag? Hey,
right.
There is no red flag.
Right. I had to hear you on the phone because I said, okay, I'm gonna get him this time. right? Remember, it was what, 2-3 minutes? We was laughing on the phone, man.
Because you gotta remember, you're aware and I'm aware, but we don't know each other that we're aware yet. So you're
Right,
like, okay, because
right.
you can't fake awareness.
No,
You can't fake it.
You ain't even got to be in person. You can
No.
hear things. They might say 20 sentences right, and then
Right.
they use a word in a sentence, and you go, whoa, 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 whoa. That don't something ain't adding
That
up
don't make
here.
sense. That don't make sense.
Now your antennas is up, and
Sure is.
they go 5 more sentences, and you hear 4 more words in them sentences. You
That's
go,
it.
nah, this ain't.
Disconnected right there. Clip.
Yeah, hey, that's what, you know what I do. I got a $10 watch. A lot of time when I'm talking to somebody in person, I look down. I say, oh man. I gotta get going. Yeah, I get back at you. Hey, when? I don't know, man. So that $10 watch done, it'll save me a lot of time.
You know what it
See?
is? Because they don't understand that we know time is the most valuable thing, right?
Oh
And
boy.
we're not gonna let outside people waste it.
No,
Right?
you
Just
ain't
because
got
they don't
time
care
for
about theirs, that has
no.
nothing to do with mine.
Mm-mm.
Nothing.
That's like
Oh,
I remember
LJ's an
like when we
asshole.
were,
He always wants to be on time. He's pissed when he's 5 minutes late. Fuck yeah, I am. If you don't want to be there, you tell me and I won't be there.
let me tell you, I'm laughing. You know why? I remember about God, must have been 8 years ago. And I ran in this, he was a wealthy man. I was on my job, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was working with the county, house to house. And I knocked on his door, told him what I had to tell him for the county. And he was like, hey, Ken, can you come in? I might have talked to him about 2 minutes, right? And I said, man, I really can't. You know, I'll get in trouble because we got to be on the exterior of the home, not interior. He said, Ken, I think you really need to talk to me. And something, you know how you,
He
even
could
back
see it.
then, I
He
said,
could see it
something's
in
up.
you. He could see it in
Yes, I couldn't
you.
see it, but he could see it.
Right.
So I was like, man, something told me I got to do this. So I said, okay. So we walk in the house, we go downstairs. First thing I see is like 8 laptops. I'm like, what the heck is going on around? You know, I don't know nobody like this. See what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I had to ask him, I said, what are all these laptops? He said, I'm gonna be retiring soon, right? And he said, I gotta find a new hobby and and something to bring some money in. He said, so I started day trading. I said, day trade. See, I didn't even know what. See, come on, see. I said, day trade, and he explained it a little bit. He said, yeah, with one click of the mouse, I could lose $3, $4, $5, $6, $7,000. But he said, that's okay. He this quick. He said, but that's okay.
That's okay.
Because he said, you know why? It's gonna take money. It's gonna take money to lose to make money, and I'll figure it out. He
But
didn't have.
he obviously had real money though. See what I'm saying? That's the difference.
Right. Well, he was a millionaire.
Correct. He had real millions, not
Do
fake
you
money.
realize I was there for like an hour and a half, sitting there, mesmerized by the things I had never met somebody
And
like
he was
this.
showing you out of just called you down there. Let me show you something. See, he could see something in you that you didn't know was there
He
yet.
changed my life, man. He changed my life.
Wow.
Because I'll tell you why. This is just two things I'll say. Very simple things. Very simple things. That day I was there with him. He goes like this. He goes, remember you was talking about time, right? He said, Ken, let me give you one simple thing that'll help your productivity right off the top. I said, what's that? He said, I want you to do me a favor. He said, I want you every day, the night before, the next day, I want you to map out exactly what you got to accomplish during the day. Have every hour accounted for. And I was like, see, that sounds simple, don't it? And it sounds like that ain't nothing. Okay. I took that back home, did that. Bruh, do you know how my productivity went skyrocketed? Because see, the things you take for granted every day. Okay, it's Thursday. You know you got to make a call to the doctor's appointment at 12. Do you know how many thousands of things going through your head during a day?
Right, exactly.
You need to write it down. Now, what I do, I updated it. I think I told you before. I must have 20 to 30 alarms go off on my phone a day.
I remember you telling me that.
Yeah. People that know me go, dang, they're going, you know what that alarm might say? It might say, okay, remember to call LJ. Now, this is Wednesday. Remember to call LJ on Thursday at 12 o'clock.
Right.
This is the day
I do
before.
that too, man, because that's why I use my brain power and I can just put it into the phone.
You
know,
and
I can use my brain power to keep building whatever I'm going, whatever I'm put here on the earth to do.
LJ, you have to free your mind for things that are
Yeah.
immediate right now. Yeah, I don't have
All
time to,
know it.
to remember I gotta go grocery shopping Saturday on Thursday. Throw it on an alarm.
Right. Right.
Why should I think about now? Another thing he told me, man, this was something else. So he told me, he goes, "Hey, I really like you to come back around.
Mm.
Let's set up an appointment. You come over to my house, man." I was like, "Wow, this dude, you know." I'm thinking, why he want to deal with me, man? You know what I mean? Like, what's up?
Mhm.
Like, what do you want from me? Then I said, I ain't got nothing, so I don't know what's it. So I said, okay. So it was like maybe about a week later. It was on the weekend.
Mhm.
So he said, be over. I'll never forget, like it was yesterday. Be here at 2:00.
Mm.
I said, okay, no problem. I knock on the door. He opens the door.
Hmm.
He said, hey, Ken. But he had like a little funny look to his face. And I said, Ben, I said, everything okay? Because I'm thinking, dang, did I get the time wrong or something? You know, I'm thinking, dang, because I don't want to offend the guy. I'm trying to learn from him.
Mm.
And he said, well, Ken, he goes, the problem is you're supposed to be here at 2. It's 2:01 when you knocked on the door.
Mm.
He said, if we're going to continue to have these types of conversations, I appreciate if you're on time. Very
Mm.
important.
Mm.
Now, I'm going to tell you, bro,
Did you say
my first
201?
reaction,
Did you say 201?
2:01 when you knocked on the door.
Oh God.
Now, let
Damn.
me tell you something.
Okay.
My
I
first
get it though.
reaction, my old identity, you know what was saying? I was saying, because don't forget, I ain't this guy right now. I'm
Right.
still that guy back then.
Right.
I was thinking, who the hell he think he is?
Right.
Now, think
Right.
about that. Not that
Right.
that money mean nothing. Fool,
Right.
he a millionaire for one thing.
Right.
For one thing.
And you're not.
Right.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
maybe you might want to shut your brain down and listen and say, oh,
Shut
okay.
up.
You know what I
Exactly.
said? Oh, no problem. It
Gotcha.
won't happen again.
Wow.
Now,
Okay.
when I went in that house, I got addicted to what he was saying.
Mm.
The things he was telling me 8, 9 years ago. You know what he was telling me back then? This is straight up truth, man. He
Mm-hmm.
said, do you understand the current currency right now will cease to exist?
Mm.
What do you think's happening right now?
None of it exists though, Ken.
Well, but you see what I'm saying? Now they talking about Bitcoin gonna take over.
Right.
Now I'm just telling you about one of like 30 things that I know for a fact that's coming
Oh
true.
yeah, yeah. I mean, because you gotta. I mean, go ahead. Let me let you finish your story.
No, I'm just saying. See, I don't even want to say he on the inside, but them type of out the box thinkers
It's
are
just the
way
obvious.
they're so way
I
ahead
don't
of
think it's nothing.
people.
He just probably knows, a different type of system, right?
Yeah,
But with
yeah,
this knowledge combined with the
yeah,
inside understanding of the
yeah,
stock
yeah.
market, whatever, right?
Yep, yep,
You're endless right there. So you can
yeah.
only imagine what he can see,
Oh
right?
my goodness. Because he might have been learning this from the time he was 3.
Exactly. His parents might have taught him.
That's what the percentages say.
See what
See,
I'm saying?
here we go again.
I mean, this was I've thought of this, like if I ever run into like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos, right, have a chance to, you know what the first thing I would say to them?
What's
I'd be
that?
like, hey, I gotta tell you something. First, before I speak, I'm tell you right now, I'm not a slave. I would tell them right off the bat.
Wow.
I
Wow.
would have to let them know that I don't really
Yeah.
care. I don't care about your money and your business. I
Right.
just want to. I'm not a slave. I would love to learn from you.
Yeah. Yeah. I know
Okay,
what you
I'm
mean.
free.
Because once you get to this, it's hard to explain to people. It's not that you don't respect people, but I put it
They
this way. To me,
they've obviously
they
followed their goal, their
yes,
mission.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yes. And you know what? They got a head start.
They did.
And I ain't mad at you for
And
that.
we don't know how far ahead their parents. We don't
Right.
know,
Maybe
right?
their
So
grandfather was rich. You don't
that's what
know,
makes
man.
me not really. I'm not jealous of them or something. Like
No,
it's like, okay,
no.
cool. You obviously got a really, really big head start.
Yes, yes. Because now my eyes are open.
Correct.
Now, you know what I'm trying to do now? I'm like a vacuum cleaner trying to suck in all the information I can get.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You
Really?
know what it is, Ken? We're trying to leave a legacy. We're gonna start it.
Thank you. Yep.
That's
Yep.
the point.
Yep.
We're gonna start it. And unfortunately, it ain't got shit to do with your family. It don't
No,
have
no,
nothing to do with
no.
any of that.
Nope,
All the
nope,
people
nope.
that are close to you, they're gonna listen.
Yeah, yeah.
But if
Yep.
you got kids, if I knew this when I had young kids, oh,
Oh,
they would have grew up with this. There's no way.
yeah.
There's
Would have been off
no
the
doubt in
chain,
my
man.
mind.
But you know what? Here's the thing about it. I know because we talked about some other stuff when we were younger. and we had similar mindsets even back
Right.
then. We just didn't know how to utilize it.
Right.
And I look back at my kids, and there were certain things that I was doing that some people kind of thought was like, what? See what I'm saying? Now, I will say this. I remember there was Ben Carson. You know who Ben Carson is, right? He ran for president, and I think they made a movie on him, Gifted Hands, because he was a surgeon. The first one to do Siamese triplets and all that stuff.
Okay. No, I don't
Anyway,
really
he was a
follow
brother,
sports.
yeah. But make a long story short, this was like 20 years ago, 30 years ago. And I seen the movie. Well, they didn't have money. They was poor. His mom couldn't even read, but they didn't realize that. But she was on their butt. See what I mean? About academics, right? So make a long story short, what she did is, on top of their homework they had every day, she would have them read an hour extra, and she'd have them do an hour extra of math. Now, once they got done with all their homework, they could do whatever they wanted, right? Now, in just doing that stuff, do you realize they was like top 5, top 10 percentile? Now, so I said to myself, even back then, I'm going to implement that with my kids, right? Now, my kids was above average, okay? I did implement that, and they thought I wasn't. My wife at the time was like, what do you get? Trust me. Now, I say the first 2-3 weeks they was coming home, Dad, I don't, kind of bitch. Why should I do this? After about the 3rd week, bro, they was coming in, hey, Dad, I'm going to get my snack real quick and go in and do my homework.
After they started getting used to it.
Well, it was just part identity.
Part of the program, reprogramming.
Right. Do you realize at the next grading period, they was honor roll. They stayed honor roll until I eventually got a divorce. That didn't stop till after that. Because that was the standard. That's what was expected.
So crazy though, Ken. Think about your mindset today. And if you took this back into school, you know how easy school would have been to get a 4.0. That shit would have been easy.
There's another one I gotta tell you real quick. So my middle son, his teachers were saying that he was real bored, right? But then when he would come home, I worked with him at home. He was like real enthusiastic to do his homework and would pick up like that, right? And I was like, something ain't that, hit red flags, right? I'm like, what? So make a long story short, I got him tested. Do you realize that he had a what do you call that? Photogenic memory? Because he was bored. He would learn so fast. He didn't have. See, you get what I'm saying is though. What if we wouldn't have what if we wouldn't have took the time to get him tested?
Recognize it, right? He would probably have thought he was a freak or some stupid.
Well, yeah. See, so I guess what I'm saying is, don't worry about what everybody else is saying. See what I mean?
But you don't know. But you got to think about it this way, Ken. Even when at a young age, even when I was in elementary school, Ken, I always knew I was different.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. I always knew I didn't have to be like everybody else. I always made sure anything I did in school, I always made sure I stood out from the rest to make sure everybody knew I was different.
Yeah.
If I wasn't the best, I was part of the best team or whatever.
And you didn't necessarily do it to necessarily stand out. It was in your DNA to stand out.
It was in my DNA.
You couldn't even stop.
I knew I didn't have to be like any. And then you get that program starts there. Can you imagine? Put it this way. Can you imagine how many teachers in public schools are buried in student loan debt?
Yeah.
Can you imagine? They go to school. They do it right in the face, Ken. It costs them more to go to school than the yearly salary that they're going to earn.
Yeah.
Burying them right off the top.
And they stressed out while they're teaching your kids.
Stressed out. Now they're teaching that without knowing. They're not purposely. Because they can genuinely want to teach children. Okay, but that ain't got shit to do with what I'm talking about.
Right.
When you're buried in student loan debt, they can't even enjoy it because they're so buried. So that's naturally going to come out and teach the children with stress because they don't think stress is real, but stress is very real.
Let me tell you, I'm going to connect the dots.
Because we don't have none, Ken. We don't have no stress.
Right. Check this. I'm going to connect the dots again. So let's say you're in the very person you're talking about. They're married to somebody, right? And because of that person's debt, it's putting a strain on the family with no kids. Let's say no kids, just between him and her or whoever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And because of the stress, okay, here's another thing. I heard one of the main reasons people get a divorce is because of financial.
Mm-hmm.
Financial. See,
But
now you know how many millions of people right now are in financial debt due to school loans?
millions, Ken, millions.
Yes. What we're talking
Imagine
about
the
ain't
stress
no
level,
joke,
Ken.
man.
Imagine the stress level.
The dots are connecting again,
You
man.
better not believe social media. They fooling them.
I thought you almost said Social Security because I got news for y'all. Don't be dependent on that one.
But Ken, if you even talking about that, you're telling everybody you're a slave. If you even dependent on that, you're telling everybody you talking about Social Security, you
just
are
like
a
that stimulus
slave.
check. Hey,
Sure
look, if we get it, we get it. If we don't, it don't change my life.
Don't change my life at all. I don't care if it's, hey man, Social Security might not be fully funded. Who cares?
Okay. That's good.
I don't care.
You know what I feel like now? I was that man that went off the grid and survived. I can survive through anything now.
Anything.
See, that's how your mind. You don't. Okay, look. It's like, okay, I do evaluations for football players, right?
Mm-hmm.
So most people, I got to grade the good and negative, right? But if I get them on the team, all I'm concerned on is what they can do. Don't be so concerned on what they can't do. See, don't put all your energy into what they can't do. Mm-hmm. How can they help the team? See, you're putting too much mindset into things that ain't got nothing to do with your team. All you should be concerned about is winning. How can he best help me to win? What are the best positions to put him in success for the team's success and his success? See, you want to simplify again. See, when you start breathing hard,
I don't know who you telling that to. I don't know. You might as well be talking to a brick wall. You talking like that.
But you get what I'm saying? It's the truth, man. You don't overthink things, I guess is what I'm trying to tell people.
It's true. You don't have to. I don't waste no brain power. None.
Nah. Why you think I got the alarms again? See, people laugh. Mm-hmm. This ain't no joke.
And I came up with this. You know what? I found the 2 keys to better health too. I came up with this too. I think you probably read it. Less stress and more rest.
Yeah.
2 things that slaves can't do because they're in debt. That means they have to work a lot. If they have to work a lot, guess what? They're stressed.
Yeah. Yep.
2 things that they can never, because our bodies, we have to sleep.
Yeah.
Okay. We don't, that's not something that we get to choose.
That's not an option. That's not an option.
That's not even an option. You can't say, hey, you know what, this week I'm not going to sleep this week. You can't say that.
You'll die from sleep deprivation for real.
So obviously our body needs to do something, and it needs us to be unconscious to do it.
Right.
Okay. That man, I get all kind of sleep, Ken, and I have no stress.
Well, you know what? I will say this now. I'm a different. Well, that might have been because I'm like a 5 to 6 hour guy. Mm-hmm. But that's because I think my military time and stuff like that. But I will say I have that option.
Right. But if you might have the military program way, but now I'm not saying everybody has the exact same hours. I'm saying
right.
When whatever hours that you need to get rest, you get them, right?
I can do it.
Right.
Yeah.
They're not cut short.
No.
That's what I mean.
If I wanted to sleep for 12 hours, I could do it. Or just chill. I could.
Exactly. And I would tell people too, you know what they call you? Oh, you lazy. You guys ain't doing nothing. No, you're just saying that because you wish you could do it, slave.
Yeah. And I'll tell you something else. Especially since I got debt free and the people that know me, man, my mind is constantly moving.
Right.
Not in a stressful way.
No.
But I'm always looking for new creative ways to redo and get things more. Yes.
It never stops.
Fluid.
The evolution never stops now. It's like, oh, damn.
Yeah. That's the truth.
Especially at our age, Ken. I'm on like, I'm in 6th gear right now. Cause I'm like, oh shit. You wake up around 40, 50?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, you mean I missed all that? Sure did. You better wake up. You woke up. All right, let's get started.
And here's the beautiful thing. See, when you're in this situation, you're not mad about that.
No, I ain't mad about it.
See, here's the thing I don't think people understand either. And I know we both the same in this way. Me, I'll say LJ and myself and other people I'm connected to, We want to see other people win. You know what I'm saying? We want to see others win. See what I mean? It ain't just for us.
Exactly.
And that's
What helps us
when
grow. That's what helps
yeah,
us grow, Ken, seeing other people
yeah.
win
Yes.
and
Yes.
helping other people win. That's what helps
Yeah.
me grow.
Assisting.
Exactly. We're
Yeah.
helping each other, actually.
Yeah. See, like that SMD. What was it? Savings minus debt family.
Yep. Because you can't be in here and be a fake. That's impossible.
No.
That's impossible.
Nope. The red flags again. See,
Red flag.
you're gonna keep hearing same stuff. Red flags,
Red
percentages.
flag.
See,
They don't know they're saying it though, Ken. That's part of the program. They
well,
don't know they're saying it.
but and like I say, I'm not mad at them people.
No.
But you just be you. I don't even want to say frustrated. You want to help so many.
But Ken,
If they're not ready, you can't do it.
But listen, but Chris, check this out. Respecting the program. When we walk around, they say a whole bunch of shit out loud every day in front of everybody every single day, and they don't even know they're saying it.
Yep.
That's some powerful programming, man.
Yeah. I'll tell you something else. Let's say your knee hurt a little bit, right? If you continue all day, I don't care if you're saying it to nobody else, but you kind of saying out loud, man, my knee hurts. My knee hurts. That's your mindset. See?
Yep.
You're setting yourself up for defeat. Listen to what you're saying. Ow, my knee hurt. Look, man, I'm not saying your knee don't hurt. But what I'm saying is you still got to accomplish what you got to do throughout the day. You can check it at the end of the day. That was their improvement.
Right.
I still got to do what I got to do, regardless. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got to breathe, man, to continue to do what I hopefully I get the breath. And if I do, I'll breathe. Just like your knee. If it can bend and ain't excruciating pain, keep it moving. What the hell are you doing?
I can't even really explain this type of freedom. It's really I mean, look, thank God for this chance. I know right now my time was to wake up now for some reason. I'm not questioning the universe, whatever, but I know it's now. But to be able to walk around, it's just like the movie The Matrix, right? They don't know that they're doing and saying the things that they're doing. This, I swear to God, Ken, whoever made up The Matrix had to know what we're talking about.
That was some deep stuff, man.
Like that.
That was some deep stuff.
That's because I remember watching in the movie theater. I remember saying to myself back, I was 29 at the time. I said, what if that shit is real? And now here we are today and say, oh, damn, it is real.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
It really is. They
like
don't know
the more you watch that movie, the more you watch it, the more scarier it gets.
But listen, Ken, if they knew what we knew, student loan debt wouldn't exist.
Exactly.
If they knew what we knew, credit card debt wouldn't exist.
Bruh. Loans wouldn't exist.
Loans wouldn't exist. Car loans. So that means, you know what? That means the car market wouldn't exist.
Right.
The housing market wouldn't exist. That's some powerful shit.
Let me see. Here's another thing too, man. Let's say you want to get a house, man. I don't want to go step for step, but what I will say, sometimes you gotta have what's the word I'm looking for? You gotta have the fortitude to be able to wait.
Correct.
On things. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta have
choice, because there's only one way to buy a house, and that's cash. That's only one way.
Bro, that's what I was
getting. You got no choice but to wait. You have to wait.
See, look, man. See, now, hey, I ain't ashamed to say it. Bro, I'm still in that room. See, now some people say, well, you debt free. I know I'm debt free. You ain't gotta remind me.
Right.
But the price is right. And I got news for you. I'm stacking that bread.
You better than me. I wouldn't even explain that. I wouldn't even talk to a slave.
Well, because I want to keep it 100.
Okay.
See, now, if I want to get a house tomorrow, I could do it.
Right.
But that ain't the point. The point is, I'm gonna get it in my best scenario with cash.
Exactly.
See?
Exactly.
And I'm working on them things now. I don't want to get all specific on the other streams of and we'll talk about that because there's been some advances since last we talked, but I'm working on streams now, so that can happen.
Right.
So why do I care? I'm in a room. Who am I?
You know what we're doing, Ken? Instead of, this is what it is. I was thinking about this too the other day. The only way to be free, you cannot work direct time for the dollar.
No,
right? And if you can't say, like, they pay you $20 an hour and you're at the job for 1 hour for $20. You cannot do that. So what we're doing, we're making money, but not using the time of our life to earn it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Really, there's no ceiling.
No, there's no ceiling.
You can't be capped out. You can't be. Once you have restrictions, you're a slave again.
You're a slave again. You sure are. You're not
in the cage.
Not a slave to a debt, but you're what
your
you say,
mind.
You're a slave to a particular part of the system.
Yeah,
maybe?
Yeah.
How would you describe it?
I would say, like, almost literally look at your head in a cage. You know what I'm saying? Visually.
Okay,
I mean, I know it's funny, but I'm
wait a minute. Is this cage different than being in the debt cage? You
like,
got to break it down, man.
You know how like you got a cat in a little cage? Literally, all you can see is your head in the cage, and you can't even move your head around to hear a noise. That's you.
Oh man, that is so real.
That's what I'm really. That's what I visualize right now.
That is real. That's real.
Matrix, and here's the thing: when you in the debt matrix, and you don't even have like an inkling of what we're talking about, how to get out of it, man. Right. That's not funny.
Okay,
man.
so their head's not even through. So their head's not even through the cage. Then the ones that don't even know.
No, you're right.
Okay, so the ones that know, so basically the conscious slaves, their heads sticking through the thing, but all you can see is their head.
Right. Well, you know what else? I'll give them this leniency. When there's a noise behind them, at least you got enough room to look back and see what the noise is. But when you're unconscious, they got you to where you can't. I'm laughing, but it's the truth.
That shit is funny. Because it's true. I'm picturing it, man. That shit is true.
Yeah. Like, a lot of times I visualize things too, like things I want to accomplish or things I have to go, dang, so you ever have stuff, and I know, like, you be thinking about even debt wise or money, financial wise, and it hits you all of a sudden, dang, I could have been doing that.
You know what's so crazy? This is what I was thinking about. I was thinking about this way. I was looking at like Walmart, right? And I say, damn, am I that far behind? They got a store in every state.
Yes.
And Ken, no, not just one store. They got multiple stores.
Am
I that far behind?
Okay.
All right. I'll start it now because I'm never going to live long enough to catch up with that.
Man, that's
maybe my grandsons will catch up with Walmart, but I'm not going to catch up with them. Damn it.
Yes. Look at McDonald's.
Right. Exactly. No, better yet. Hey, check this out. Check out Chick-fil-A. Check this out, Chick-fil-A. They making so much money. They say, fuck that. We ain't even opening on Sunday.
I know, right? I know. They only open 6 days a week and still making it.
You think oh man, Chick-fil-A losing all that Sunday money. They don't give a fuck. They don't make so much money.
See, now that's the best example because they're financially free. Obviously.
Nick, I don't even go to Chick-fil-A. Every time I drive by there, the lines around the corner. I was like, man. You know what I think, Ken? Damn, am I that far behind?
I know.
That's what I say to myself. Okay, I got my gift. I'll catch up. This is what I say to myself, Ken. I'll catch up. I found my gift. It came a little late, but I'll get there.
Yeah. That and you know what? I don't want to go on a sports tip tonight, but you know what I do. And I honestly believe once I get financially where I want to be, as far as some other things I'm trying to do, that's when I do that passionate stuff that I love. Because then my head will be totally free. You understand?
Yeah.
And so I already got this stuff mapped out, man. You see what I'm saying?
This is my question to you since you hip to sports, right? What's the dude? Right. What's the quarterback that made $500 million to throw a fucking ball? What's his name?
Oh, you talking about Mahomes?
Mahomes. You know what I thought when I first heard that? They paid one person $500 million to throw a ball. You know what I thought to myself? How much is the person paying him making?
Right, exactly.
If he can pay you $500 million, how much is they making? You know what I said to myself, Ken? Damn, am I that far behind?
Yes. Yeah. Yep.
They don't have to teach their children anything new. They just say, "Hey, this is what you do." They'll follow it. They'll advertise for us for free. They buy our stuff. They're all programmed. They're ready to go.
You know what you know what the beautiful thing is? Every
Hmm.
time you bring something up, and I guarantee by the time I end my sentences, we're already we already know how we're gonna end the
Already know.
sentence.
Exactly. Because we're speaking
I
the
already
same.
knew I
We're on
already
the
knew
same
where you
frequency.
were
We're on the same
I already
frequency.
knew where you were going. See, when you brought the Walmart, what connected McDonald's.
Right.
See, when you brought up the 500 mil, I already knew where you were going. Because
Do
who's
you know
making
that? Is
more?
that public information, Ken? Do you know that?
Yeah. Yeah.
How much did they make?
Oh, you mean the owners themselves?
The
No,
owners.
that's not
Yeah.
public. No.
Oh, that's not
Why do you
public.
think that is?
Huh?
Why do you think that is? They
Hell
don't
no.
want
They
you
want
to
they
know.
want they don't want them to know how much money, but paying one person $500 million should tell you everything you need to know.
Do you know what they're making off him just with marketing?
Oh, fuck, I can only imagine. What?
Jerseys,
It got to be in the
concession
trillions.
stands.
Trillions.
Come on, man.
That's got to be in the trillions. If they're gonna pay him $500 million, they got
They
to
at
be in the
least getting a
trillions.
billion. They at least getting a billion.
So we
I'm
don't
telling
know. We don't know any of that. That's all private information.
No.
Oh my God.
That's a beautiful thing, ain't it?
And it's private.
See, this is another thing. Like, some of the stuff I'm looking into, I just purchased another LLC. I'm not getting deep into it, but the tax ramifications that you get off that,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
it is blowing my mind. So you got to think about this. They've been okay. Let's take the football owners. They've been in this for, come on, man, pretty much since they was, who knows, it might be family owned. The bottom line is they knew about tax ramifications before they got out of preschool.
Oh yeah.
I'm 50 something. Who got the head start?
And they are taught from birth that taxes are your friends.
Come on,
They've been taught from birth.
What was we taught?
That.
Oh, don't be. See, negativity.
You would never hear them complain, go someplace, say, "Oh my God, I can't believe how high the taxes are here." They would never say nothing like that.
You know what I heard? What was that dude's name that you brought up? Who's the guy, that real rich guy? The one you said you wanted to meet.
Oh, Jeff Bezos?
Do you know, I heard like last week that his secretary pay more in taxes than he do.
Of course, because they don't know.
Think about that.
Yeah. They think
think about that.
They do it, Ken. I'm telling you, that's what's so brilliant. They do it right in the face. They never question and say, "Hey, wait a minute. They make billions of dollars and I make $50,000 or $100,000, whatever. Why do I pay?" They don't stop and think, why is that?
Right.
That's duh, ding a ding a ding. That's something you don't know.
We're gonna go back to Mahomes again. If they giving him 500 million, don't you guys ain't you guys things starting to connect here?
They do, Ken. That's what's so brilliant. Nothing's hidden.
No. Look at the Federal Reserve, like you used to talk about that.
Let me tell you something.
I don't even want to get you on that one, because
let me tell you something.
You can talk 3 hours on the Federal Reserve.
Ken, the banks are behind cryptocurrency. They invented it.
Right.
You know how much control they're gonna have once they get rid of paper?
Exactly.
Oh man.
You think they just gonna get out the game?
You
think they just gonna get out the game, huh? They gonna get out the game? Come on now.
Yeah. You think you just gonna come along and kick them out?
Dude,
are you insane?
No. That
you gotta
ain't
be insane. To
guess what? The Federal Reserve gonna be just as powerful. Why not?
They already are.
Yeah. What's gonna change?
Man,
see, don't overthink. See, when you become debt free, you don't overthink because you don't have to.
You don't have to. You don't. Nothing's hidden. That's the brilliant. Ken, listen, man. Somebody said this. Ken. Somebody said, "Hey, you know what? I'm gonna make up something, but I'm not gonna hide it."
Right.
But I'm gonna put it in plain sight, but they're not gonna see it. Who the fuck? Who sits there? Who did that?
Oh my God! You know what that remind me of? Here I go again. Here I go. I got that picture in my head. There used to be a commercial locally where I'm at, right? And they went out of business, but they used to sell T-shirts and stuff, right? You know what they say on the commercial?
What?
You can buy one for 25, two for 50. Do you know people probably? I mean, I'm getting 2 for 50. Forget that.
Yeah.
Think about that. Was genius.
Genius.
I used to laugh at it. I ain't laughing no more.
It's all genius, man. It's like, okay, check this out. All right. Because I was one of them. I used to be happy when tax season came around because I would get a check
Mm-hmm.
and never realized that was just my money that I just gave too much of them to during the year, and they're just giving it back.
Borrowed it. They borrowed it and made interest on it.
Interest free.
Oh my God.
And you know what? I was happy. All the businesses, you know what they do? Just like shooting fish in a barrel. Hey, tax sale. Come finance a car.
Right. $500 off. Well, you don't know they marked it up 500. Hey, what you mean? Then they start.
They don't even know. Listen, man. They don't even know if they're financing a car. They're already done. You are toast.
I know. But you know what they do? They dangle those keys in front of you. Oh, I forgot what I was thinking. Wow. It's funny, but it ain't, man. It's just.
I respect the system. That's brilliant.
Well, yeah, and it's all
something that's not hidden.
You know what the beautiful thing is?
Not hidden.
You know what the beautiful thing is? All interconnected.
Yes.
Seamlessly.
That's just amazing. How could you not see student loan money as slavery money? How could you? Ken, I don't know how I could not see that. Wow. I never once did I say, man, why are they giving me this money so freely?
Free money. Think
you
about
mean
it.
I don't even have to spend it on school? I can buy tires and
then while I'm at school, I can get credit cards.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. I love that.
Wow. Oh, man, they pay for school and then I even get an extra check for the leftover money. Never once did I question that, Ken.
Now let's paint this forward 6 years. Now you're married and you wonder why y'all arguing every night.
Because you ain't there. You're working 40 hours a week.
Think about it. But you know what? In college, though, you was dressing real good.
Right.
You was the toast of the party.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what that remind me of almost? I don't like getting too deep into this stuff.
No, it's like all connected. Keep going, man. It's all connected.
Yeah, but like they say,
you what?
Well, some guys say, man, I don't like women. They got it made. They got it easy, right? Well, in some ways, in the beginning, in the early stages, they do. You know, 16, 18, they're cute till like 30s or whatever you. But after that, you see what I'm saying? See what I chalk that up to the universe. There's a yin and a yang. There's a balance. Now, if they take advantage of that early time, life's gonna be beautiful.
Right. Right.
See,
but
if they don't take advantage, oh man. See how this all connects with everything?
And check this out. This is how it happens, Ken. Okay. They come in, two slaves get together, bury the student loan debt, trying to make something. They don't know they're just two slaves getting together, right? They don't realize they can't spend time at home with each other because they gotta be at work. And
don't have a kid. Don't have a kid
when you spend more time at work than at home. An affair. But the two people at work don't realize why they got together because they are two people that had to be at work because they're in debt. That's why that's the only thing they have in common. And then they try to make something grow of that. It's just
I got another nugget for you. I got another nugget for you. Fact finder. Look it up, folks out there. Where do most people find their eventual husband or wife?
Work. So
wow.
Work. Because they got to be there.
So where most likely are you going to have an affair?
At work. Sure is.
Amazing.
Oh, they understand me more. Of course they do, because you're at work with them all the time. You slave.
Thank you. Because you know why you confide in them, why you don't like your partner so much.
Ken, they have slavery in common.
Right. See?
Oh,
dude,
man.
Remember I told in the beginning, I said, once you become free, once you get that over your head, then you automatically try to become a holistic person.
Right.
See? And then once you strive to be that, make you the best you can be as a whole person, then you see the other red flags because you're working on all those things. Why do you think I realized, or why do you even think maybe I might have something on or whatever, and I happen to hear about workplace affairs? Not because I'm into it.
Right.
Because it hits me, because that's part of my universe. There's certain things that I absorb in and certain things I don't.
Hey, check this out, kid. Check this out. I remember when I got debt free, I still worked another year, right? But I worked a year of debt free. Man, do you know how bad that year was? I felt like a caged animal.
I know.
Oh,
I know what
man.
you're saying.
Hey, check this out. But I didn't understand why I was starting to feel this way, right? First, I would go to work driving in this fucking traffic. I'd be like, fuck. right?
I
And then I
know.
would get to work and I would go in. And now I was a computer engineer, so I go into a nice building and then I sit in a cubicle, right? And stare, and I got screens, right? But then when I started going to work as a debt-free person, I said to myself, I got to be in this building and sit in this cubicle for 8 fucking hours looking at this
I
damn screen
know.
all day,
Yeah.
for 5 days a week.
Yep.
I was like, oh hell
Because you
no.
know what you start doing? You start calculating your time,
Yeah.
the self-worth of that time that you're using.
Oh my God. It
You
was.
can't even help it no more.
And they said, and we got an hour lunch, right? We always got an hour lunch, right? But I thought to myself, wait a minute, I feel like I'm a dog being let out for an hour, and then I got to come back.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Man, I was like, man, I sure would love to eat lunch and just go home and go to sleep, but I couldn't. I had to go back.
And you know what the funniest part of the week is? Fridays.
Yep.
Ooh,
That's part of the
people are
program.
so
Thank God it's
happy.
Friday.
They so happy. They so happy. So happy.
Because they get to get away
TGIF.
from the place they hate.
Yes.
That's why they love Fridays.
But boy, I tell you, when that Sunday afternoon comes,
It's done. It's toast.
life ain't fun then, is it?
It's toast. They don't even get a full weekend. Saturday's really the only day they get off, Ken.
That's
They don't
the
get
only
a full
day. Yes.
Because
Friday you already got half a day because
they don't understand that it starts mental. It starts mental.
Yeah.
You don't have to be at work to be there. You got to do you start mentally.
Because you know what you're doing? Think about it. Oh shoot! In the middle of the night, you might say, "Do I got my clothes set out?"
Exactly.
Because then you're going, "Damn, I got to get up 10 minutes early if I don't have
to put gas in my car." All the shit you got to your brain's going.
Bruh,
I gotta catch the news, man. It might be some traffic.
It might snow.
Is it raining outside? Oh shit, I gotta add an extra 20 minutes. Oh,
right.
That shit, man.
And what about them folks? Let's say they making 70, 80 G, which is decent. But you're commuting 30 minutes each way. It ain't worth it, bro. Even when I was out of the debt matrix, I was refusing jobs like that. See, that's where I knew the DNA was in me. I just didn't get it. I didn't know how to.
You knew it didn't make sense to you inside you. You knew it didn't make sense.
Yeah, because check this out. This is funny. When I was married, my kids was young, right? And at the time, I applied for a new job because my wife at the time wanted to work. So I left my job. Good job. I said, I'll make it happen. I always had got jobs, right? So when I was applying for jobs, I said, "Oh yeah, Ken, yeah, you can definitely have this job, right?" And I would say, first thing I would say, now, can I get off at so and so time in the morning? And they said, "Well, that's not our hours." I said, "Well, I want to be able to get home early enough so I can help drop off my kids every morning, so I can see them go to school." And they said, "Well, we can't do this." I said, "Well, it was nice coming in for this interview."
Exactly.
Hey, wait a second. Wait a second. What do you mean? You might not love your kids, but I love my kids, and I want to see me say bye in the morning.
Oh yeah, it was in you back then to be in debt and do that.
I didn't know no better though. See,
right.
See,
you know what's so crazy? When I quit Alaska, when I was living in Seattle, I was working for Alaska Airlines. When I quit Alaska, I put in my 2 weeks for.
I like that commercial, by the way. You got to put that commercial on for the folks.
I'll put that up. Yeah, I'll post
that. I like that.
They and I even got a story for that one. Anyway, I put up the 2 weeks, and just before I quit, T-Mobile reached out to me. Right. They paid me $50,000 a year more than Alaska Airlines, but it was further away. The commute was longer.
Yeah.
So I went from 100,000 to 160, but it was further away. And I said, okay, I'm gonna do it. Right. So I did it for 1 month, Ken.
No, you did.
1 month. And I said, hey, I hate to do this to you guys, but I quit. You know what they said? Hey, why? Where you going? I said, I'm not doing nothing. I said, this is just too far for me. That's just too much of my time in my life to be on the road.
Yep.
And then I quit. They were like, "Oh my God, do you need more?" This is what they said to me, Ken. "Do you need more money?" I was like, "No, you can't even give me enough money." But I didn't say that part. They just said, "Do you need more money?" It kind of blew my mind when they said that. "Do you need more money?" I was like, "What the fuck?"
Because you know what? Then you just realized the matrix.
Correct. Exactly.
You knew something ain't. Why are they asking me to? Well, why are they offering me more money?
You know why? T-Mobile's making trillions.
Right.
What's $160,000 when you're
That's
making
pennies,
trillions?
man. Come on,
That
that's
ain't
pennies.
nothing.
That's pennies. You know what that is? You know that represent
Ashtray
a
money.
piece of sand on the beach. So
Exactly.
you can't quantify that, can you?
Sure can't.
I got one for you. Remember I told you when I was married and I said I left the job, right? I had got one of the best paying jobs, in a big radius where I live, right? And I didn't go to college, so that's even more important, right? So for my wife to go to work, because I told her, hey, I agreed she wanted to go to work. I said, okay, well, you need to build your resume up anyway in case something happened to me, because I figured I could get me something regardless, right? So I remember I put my 2 weeks in, right? It was funny, man. I didn't want to do it, right? So I put my 2 weeks in, right? And they said, what are you doing? Just like you were saying, right? And I said, yeah, I'm putting my 2 weeks in, right? And they had just had all these cuts, man. All these cuts. And I said, yeah, I said, family matters. I felt this was best. They said, no, we're not going to take this. They said, we'd appreciate if you take another 2 weeks and talk it over with your wife. Now, who does that? See what I mean?
Oh,
I said,
I've never heard of that.
So I go back home, talk it over with her. And she gave it, well, you know how I go. So I gave in like a sucker kind of. So I go back. Yeah, I did. I was a sucker. Well, I was in the matrix. I was in the matrix.
It ain't got nothing to do with being a sucker. You were in the matrix.
No, not just with the money. I was a total matrix. Right, get what I'm saying? But it's all good. Yeah. So anyway, so I go back, right? The last day, I remember they said, now, Ken, are you sure that, like, now I'm worrying the way they was talking. They said, are you sure you want to leave here? Nobody leaves here, Ken. We got an excellent retirement and all this stuff, right? And they did.
Bullshit, yeah.
They did. And great benefits and all that. And, and I started thinking, man, see, they almost get you.
That's all the bays.
They almost get you. And I was like, dang. I was like, okay. I said, no, I'm good.
Right.
And they was like, well, if you change your mind, let us know. Right. And you should see how they were looking when I left.
Right.
And I got out that gate. Now, I ain't
gonna
lie.
They threw everything at you, Ken. They threw everything at you.
Well, I got out that gate. I got out that gate. I said, what in the hell? See, it was in me. See, but I didn't know what I'm doing. Right. And I said, oh my God. I said, I got a family with 2 kids. Ken. But then I got down the street. You know what I said?
What?
I can do it once. I'll do it again.
Yeah. I got it. Let me tell you something about this, Ken. This is actually an embarrassing story. With my last wife, right? This is when I was caught up in the matrix. Okay.
Oh, that matrix ain't no joke,
man. We married too, Ken. We married.
Yeah,
okay? We just get married. Yeah. We just get married, and then we go to a bank. We go to the bank to open an account. Okay.
I'm already laughing. I love it.
You already know where I'm going with this, right? You already know. So we go to sign up for an account. And all of a sudden, we fill out the information, blah, blah, blah. And then, okay, we leave. Then they call me and say, hey, Mr. Young. I was like, yeah. He said, yeah, we can open an account in your name. But he said, but your wife can't be nowhere on it. I was like, what? And I turned to her. I said, hey, now remember, I'm in the matrix, but that's the biggest universe. That's the biggest red flag in the fucking universe.
Oh my goodness!
I said, hey,
yes.
The bank said you can't be on the account. You know what she said to me? Oh, it was this one time my cousin's friend did this and that. Wow, I was like, oh my God. And you know what I did again? I believed her.
Yeah.
I believed it. When all I had to do was say, hey, by the way, let me see your credit report to see why you can't be on this bank account.
Man, if we only knew back then, bro.
Oh my God.
Oh, by the way, did I tell you that's my ex-wife now? See what I'm saying?
Right, that's my ex-wife.
Look, come on, man. But you know what? I look back, I go like this. Now, there were some things she did, but I will say this. See, once you go through them lows like that, you know what you got to do? You got to do an assessment on yourself.
Right.
And you got to be honest. You got to be honest.
Check this out. How many people do you think that have been together for years, Ken, that have never seen their partner's personal credit report?
Yeah.
How many? Millions. It got to be millions.
Yeah.
That would answer so many relationship questions. They have no idea.
Here's the bad thing.
Relationship questions.
You know how bad it is, LJ? Even after they seen it, they wouldn't care.
They still wouldn't believe it.
I love her.
Well, they don't know what to look for, though.
That's what I'm saying.
They wouldn't know what they're looking for.
I still love him. I love her.
I love
See, now I'm not saying it don't necessarily exist. What I'm saying is your actions.
Yeah. I
I'm
love, yeah,
sorry.
we ain't
I'm
that great. I
sorry.
don't know what's going on with our money. And all they gotta do is look at the credit report and say, hey, babe, what's up with all these bad checks?
Exactly. 40. Look, 40,000 on this one. Boy, you better what?
God,
What?
well,
It
how many
about
credit cards have you had? Look like you've had about 50 credit cards.
right.
And you ain't got one today.
Hey, check this out. And I'm looking at these checks. How come they got different names on here other than your own you got now? Well, there's something I gotta tell you. Oh wow.
You told me
Wow.
your name was this, then why is your name on this?
Well, hey, check this. I know you think my name's Michelle, but it's actually Debbie. Oh no. Oh no.
You know the story they're gonna get? Oh, because you know this person was saying this and doing that, so I had to change my name. So they
You know what? Check this out.
they
Well, he
wouldn't
made me listen, he made me believe it. Can't nobody make you believe nothing. You have to decide to believe it. See, now you're
oh
blaming somebody, no accountability. See?
man, as Ken, it's so embarrassing. I didn't wake up when that bank manager called me and told me that. I still
Oh
didn't wake
man.
up, Ken.
Yeah.
You know why? Because her ass was fat.
Yeah. Yeah. Bro, there's so many things, man. I look back, not just relationship wise, just wow.
Right.
Wow.
Tell him, Ken,
Matrix all the way.
Ken, would you date a slave?
No. You know why? I'm gonna go
Would
back
you
to the
have sex with a
percentage.
slave?
I'm gonna go back to the percentages again.
Would you have
The
sex with a
percent,
slave?
I would highly advise no. And if you did, I would keep it in the singular numbers for
You.
sure.
No high
Me,
advice.
no,
You
no,
would you have sex? I
no,
couldn't
because see,
risk
you know why I wouldn't? Because then, see, then the red flags are in my head. I can't even enjoy myself. You get what I'm trying to say? I
That's
couldn't.
true, man. I would be thinking about it too
Bro.
much. I'd be
You would,
thinking about it too much.
yes,
I'm having sex with a slave. I
right.
can't afford no accident.
We could be chilling with champagne in a sauna, and
Oh,
then
and
it
she
hit me
takes
all of a
it wrong.
sudden. Dang, you be thinking about that credit report again. You just going, I can't do this, man. You know what I mean? Like them jobs you leave. I got
She'd
it.
be
I
like,
just
"Hey,
can't
Ken,"
do it.
how come you're not responding to me? Oh, babe,
Right?
it's not you.
It
You
ain't you.
want to
It
finish your
ain't. It's your
credit
credit
report.
report. They should put that in a movie, bro. Ooh, that'd be Hollywood gold.
It's not you, it's your credit report.
Do you know how many people that would change if you did that?
Oh,
It
man.
ain't you, honey. It's your credit report. And
But
be serious.
millions wouldn't get that joke, though, Ken. Millions wouldn't get that.
Man, I'd be renting that movie every week. It'd be hilarious.
It's not, that's the title of a movie. It's not you, it's your credit report. Oh, that would
That
be
would be priceless.
the lowest grossing movie ever.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Nobody would understand it. They'd be like, "What the hell is he talking about?"
They'd be frowning.
Right.
And then if they did pick it up, think about the reality all of a sudden. They go, oh my God.
You know what she'd do, Ken? She'd tell all the girlfriends you ain't about shit.
Right. Right.
He was bull crap in the bed. He couldn't even get it up.
Yep.
Your credit report.
And you know what? That next dude is in the Matrix. Man, but she got a fat ass though.
Got a fat ass.
See, here we go again.
And guess what he's gonna do? Impregnate a slave?
Oh, no question.
Now they tied together. Forever. Tied into slavery. Yeah. They're tied into slavery for at least the next 18 years. They're tied together.
Because I got news for you. I hope y'all stay together. Because if she get the kid,
that's it.
The percentages ain't good.
That's it.
The percentages.
And Ken, and if they tie him up in the system too, the child support,
your percentages. And I got news for you. You better keep that money rolling.
To your ankle, tying you a boat anchor to your ankle.
LJ, you better keep that money rolling, because if not, guess where you gonna end up? Oh, that's right. They got your social security number. You going to jail.
You're going to jail and bury you even more. now you can't even work. So now you're gonna automatically get buried. You can't pay your bills. You can't. Interest is building up. Just burying them. They don't even know. It's slavery, man.
So, what's your alternatives then, LJ? Wow.
I
I don't
mean,
even want to go there because
that's scary to think about. That's
that's
absolutely
real talk, though. That happens for real, man.
that's terrifying. You could walk up to a person right now, Ken, and say, "Hey, man, do you know how much debt you're in?" Half of them will say, "I don't even know." You don't even
Well,
know?
they don't care. They don't care.
I know,
Why should they?
but they don't know. You know, you want to turn to them and say, "You don't care about being a slave?"
You know what they might say? Hey, we getting ready to go to McDonald's. You want to jump in?
It's on me. You know what they say, Ken? Come on, let's go to
Right.
McDonald's. It's on me. Yes, it
Right.
is. You better believe they don't even know how much that McDonald's meal is going to cost them.
Oh
They don't even know.
man. Oh man. Hey, then they tell you while you in the back seat, hold on, we gotta just make one stop. You might want to get out the car, bro. See, here we go. The percentages again. Get out the car.
I think it's in the 90s. Personally, I think it's in the 90s.
Yeah.
I think it's in the I think it's high 90s, like 96,
No,
97%.
reality is I would say there's minimum probably 80%, to be honest with you. Seriously.
Minimum. Yeah, I say 80% is minimum.
Yeah.
I say
Yeah.
right now 90s it has to be.
Yeah, that's a good yeah.
Because like when we're talking about the NFL player, they're paying the high player, you know, they're making trillions, right?
Yeah.
Those are the people that we know because they're in public.
Right.
What about the trillionaires that are happy that slaves don't know that they're trillionaires?
Man, do you know I was just talking to somebody yesterday about that?
I wouldn't want nobody to know I'm a trillionaire.
See, you know Bill Gates because he's out there.
Correct.
There's Bill Gates as well.
Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos. That's why.
You know what? I bet there's folks that making money maybe under the table. I'll leave it at that. Make them look like a fool. Because I'll tell you what, when they had documents of people making $1 million a day in the 80s doing the drug game, what'd you think they making now?
I know,
A
right?
day. I didn't say a week. This was 30, 40 years ago. Inflation went up. So that you add that up, buddy. A day. That was 30, 40 years ago. Come on, man.
It's like this is what I was thinking about too the other day. You know what slaves don't realize that what they have right now? They have freedom, right? They can go out and sit at a park. They can go to someplace and not be bothered.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, Jeff Bezos can't do that. Will Smith.
Right. You're right.
They wish they could go out in public and not be bothered. You better
wish they could buy back their freedom almost.
So imagine what happens to people that when slaves know they make trillions of dollars, they can't go out by themselves.
No,
you can't let your kids play out in the front yard. Those days are done. That cannot happen.
No, life is not normal no more.
No. And so you better believe those people that everybody like Elon Musk, the Jeff Bezos, you better believe they wish they had the freedom that slaves do about being not being bothered. You better believe that.
See, I'm going back to the universe again. See, the yin and the yang, everything balances out. You might get the money, but it comes with things.
Imagine how many trillionaires are out there that you don't know that they're trillionaires.
That's what I'm getting at. Yeah.
Love it.
Okay, let's say Gates is worth, I don't know, 30 trillion. I'm just saying. But there's a guy that's making 21 trillion, but you don't know him. Man, he's way better off.
He's way better off. He's way better off.
He can walk into Arby's tomorrow. You wouldn't know him.
You think he's gonna roll up in his McLaren at McDonald's?
Oh, no.
I don't want you to see him. You think you want to see him I don't want you to see me.
Matter of fact, if you asked him as a nobody, hey, what's your thoughts on McLaren? What is that? See, that's what he would say. What is that?
Right.
He undercover.
You know what I would do? When I get there, you know, I would buy one and then I would put it on tour and make slaves pay to see it. I wouldn't buy it. I'd make them buy it, right? And
oh my God, I'm laughing because that's genius. That's why I'm laughing.
Let them take pictures beside it.
Oh yeah,
they're never gonna ever get one. They're never gonna get one. So what's the next best thing?
Yeah. And if you want to make, you can even make donations, even if you want.
Yeah,
because somebody will do it. Trust me.
You can always tell, like when they post pictures like that on the social media, you always know that the pose when they're standing next to a car that's not theirs.
Yeah,
you can see that clear as day. That's clearly not your car, because if it was, you wouldn't be taking a picture like that next to it.
Well, you know what? I'm glad you said. Here we go. See, when you say stuff come in my head. I was watching this YouTuber, right? It was one of them suggested things, the red flag. So he was talking about all these different ways to make the money. had all the.
And he had the car in the background.
Oh my God! No, he was in the car.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Had the gold Chuck jewelry, all that good stuff on, right?
Mhm.
And
Black dude?
oh yeah,
Oh, I know you're talking about.
yeah,
Okay, go ahead.
and I was like this.
Yeah,
I was
that's
thinking to
phony. He's a
myself,
phony. He's the biggest phony.
oh
Oh,
yeah,
he's a.
we're
I mean,
going to
he's.
talk about that because I
Yeah,
know
go
you
ahead.
know
Go
who
ahead.
I'm
Go ahead.
talking
Finish
about.
your story. Go ahead. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah, and that was my first time coming across him, right? And I'm just going to myself, and I'm thinking, man, the red flags were shooting up, bro. Because here's my thing. Once you know you're good at something, you don't need to necessarily flow it like that.
Mhm.
You get what I'm trying to say? You don't need to. There's no
Right.
need to see that.
Oh, he's
Even,
everywhere. You notice he's
yeah, come
everywhere.
on, man.
He's
Come on, man.
everywhere.
Come
He's
on,
trying to.
man.
He's shoving it down their throats, Ken.
Right, right.
Now he's
Something ain't.
good. He's good.
Oh
He's
no,
selling.
no, no.
He's selling.
Yeah.
No, I'm not good. Like good at selling to them.
Right, right.
That's what I'm saying.
Excellent, excellent.
Excellent.
Good.
Driving in the
But
car. I was like, why are you in the
yeah,
Ferrari? It's
yeah.
not. That ain't yours.
Right. That's what I'm. And even if it's yours, why are you showing me?
Why you showing? Yeah, why you showing me? Oh,
Well, I
you
don't
know what
care
I said to
about
myself,
that.
kid? Oh, I forget. He's trying to convince slaves. Okay, go
This is
ahead.
what I'm saying. See, because my thing is, I'm concerned about the philosophy to make the money. I don't want to see how you. I don't want to see what you got after you made the money.
You can clearly see that it's bullshit, right?
Yeah, I'm not
It's
at your
clear.
level, so why do I want to see the car? You're wasting my time talking about the car.
Nothing he's saying makes any sense, Ken.
No,
Nothing.
oh no, bro. Oh man,
No,
we're
I
gonna.
mean, Ken, I'm telling you, nothing he says makes sense,
No,
and
no.
they are sucking, they are eating it up, Ken. They're eating it up.
See, that's why when we bring up things like school loan debt and all this kind of stuff, now I see why. If you can't detect through that kind of simple stuff, wow.
Ken, let me tell you something. I saw him on a couple of YouTube channels, on
Mm-hmm.
some channels that I wanted to be on. Now I don't want to be on those channels. If you have him
Right.
on your channel,
Yep.
I don't want to
Yep.
be on your channel.
Yep.
I don't want you I don't ever want you mixing me up with that
Yeah.
dude, ever.
Because you know why? When I come across folks like that, the first thing that comes through my head is like a disease.
Yeah.
See, that might sound cruel to some people, but I'm being serious, man.
Ken,
You don't want them people near you.
I'm looking at the host, and if I see the host's face looking like he's sucking that information
I
up he's
know.
saying, I don't want to be on your show. Are you insane?
Yeah.
You got to
You're
be
part of
crazy
the
to come
problem.
on your
You're
show.
part of the problem. See,
Hell yeah.
you're part of the problem.
Oh,
You
you're a
gave him a
slave, for
platform.
sure. If you even have him on your show, you a slave.
You gave him the platform.
Sure did.
Mm.
Unless they're in it with them. You
Well,
see
see, well, either way is it still flees after they leave.
right. Those
See what I
people,
mean?
but they don't even know Ken, they ain't gonna be around the next 5-10 years. They won't be here.
No,
They're not gonna be here. You ain't gonna know who he is. He's gonna vanish.
See, the real game in life is gonna weed them folks out.
Oh yeah.
Because see, you can only live on the credit card in life, the life credit card for so long. The balance
he's only gonna get to a certain level. Those of us that are at the top level are the ones that trust mathematics. He's getting nowhere near here.
Right.
He will never know this level exists.
Yeah,
he can't.
See,
because
that's just like
here. He can't come here.
See, here's another thing. Now I'll try to button this up like this, and you've talked about things like this. If you compare two guys, one guy got a $300,000 house and owed $290,000 on it, right? And he make $100,000, but only got about $200 a week to live off. Okay, or a B guy, he debt free, making 60 G, and pretty much at least 50% of his money is take home free. Who would you rather be?
Exactly.
Now the other guy looked good. Oh, I forgot to tell you, got the car too. That looked good.
Right.
But the thing is, see, you better watch what you're looking at.
Right.
You better be able to detect something. You better do. You know what? I tell you what. I told somebody the other day, right? Somebody real close to me. I said, look, if you begin to think you want to get in this relationship with somebody, I would highly suggest that you do a background check.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Shit, background and credit check. Shit,
because
credit check's gonna be before the background check, but you know that before
that. Right. Because I'm gonna tell you, man, with the things that's going on these days, You better do a background check.
Oh, you sure better. Oh, they don't know. They can't see the real situation, though, Ken. They don't know what's happening right now.
It's preventative stuff. It's preventative.
Mm-hmm.
Just like that black seed oil again.
Yeah.
See?
They don't know the level of what's happening right now. They just really don't. They don't know a level of scamming and
right.
Man, I mean, when I watch these YouTube channels, Ken, I'll be
man.
God damn, you guys are doing these slaves dirty.
Yeah.
Oh man, are you having hard times? Well, yeah, millions of people are, but they know that, but they fall for it. Oh, you talking to me? Sure, they're talking to you.
See, that's another thing when you look at a YouTube. Don't go by subscriber count.
You better not.
That's the matrix again. Not. I'm serious. I had to find that out the hard way till I started figuring that you can't go by that, man.
Man, and you know, we're not gonna drop any names, but you know what gets me? This is what gets me. When you go to these certain channels and they be going to these channels to get a relationship advice from this person, I'll be like, "Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?"
Yeah.
You think you gonna come over here and this person's gonna know what you need in your own life?
Right.
That shit don't even make any sense.
Was they there from the day you was born? I mean, what are we talking about here?
What are we talking about? Oh, and you know when you hear this, here's the dude, right? When you say, "Oh man, you ain't this, you're only a 7." I'm like, who the fuck says that? Him? He's telling you what you are. He's telling you what you are.
Right.
Because he said you are this. You believe that you're that. That don't even make any sense.
Here. I'm gonna go back to the football again real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, I evaluate players, right? Mm-hmm. And a lot of people go by combine numbers. You know, they run this 40 time, they this big, they this fast. Right. That commutes that he should be good. Yeah, in theory, you're right. See, in theory, you hear what I said? In theory, but see, I do that for a living.
But it's physical, Ken, so it can't be theory. It's physical.
Well, here we go. So when you look at a girl, you say, "Oh my gosh, she's gorgeous."
Mm-hmm.
She is. Yeah. I'll give her that. But did you talk to her? Did you legitimately have a conversation?
Right.
Can she hold a conversation with
you?
Oh, what's the big deal? Oh, well, okay. I'm not gonna argue with you. See what I mean? Right. I'm not gonna argue with you. See, that's the foundation again. The foundation.
It's like this. Where I'm at right now, I wouldn't care how fat a girl's ass is or how fine she is. I gotta hear you talk. Hey, what's up? Oh, you got student loans? Oh yeah, that's it. We're gonna just be friends.
Right.
That's it.
We're limited. There's only so much. Yeah. We're our contact and what we can talk about and think is very limited.
Very limited. You finance that phone? Oh yeah, we most definitely friends for sure.
Yeah. It only costs $2,200. It's supposed to be $2,500. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. See, if you told me you just paid for a $2,200 car or a phone, I'm gonna tell you, unless you running like a Fortune 100 company,
no,
I ain't saying
finance the $2,200 phone.
Oh, my goodness. See,
not bought. See, you're using the wrong word. You confuse the slaves. Make sure you say the right words. Finance the $2,200 phone, Ken. So that makes it. It's gonna make it a $2,900 phone.
Yeah, minimum. That's if you pay it off the first year. See, that's the good end of it, though.
Okay. And you know that ain't happening because they started a trade-in program. You can keep upgrading over and over.
Right. Did you tell the people that they also got student debt and got a baby on the way? Because see, that's real life stuff. See. So now we got to go back to fundamentals again. I don't even want to ask why you're having a baby because that's a whole nother. I'm saying, why do you need that phone?
Right.
Okay, so you're yelling. See?
Imagine how many of those guys are making car payments and student loan payments at the same time, Ken.
Oh my. Brand new car, by the way.
And their student loans older than their new car.
Jeez, oh man.
Oh, you see how the bank now, isn't that brilliant? The bank already knows that they're going to financially abuse them already.
Okay, let's look at it this way. You make let's say you bring home about $3,500 after bills, right? For a month. And you paying between the loan for the car and the student loan is $1,800.
Mm-mm.
Well, I'm going to tell you, we didn't talk about rent, but anyway, your percentages ain't looking good.
Mm-mm.
3,500 income and 18 just on the student loan and the car loan.
Mm. Killing them at the game.
You know what you are right now?
Slave.
You're that mouse running on that, what they call that, a wheel.
Yeah, mouse
And they
run,
got the
but they
teeth. They
don't
got the
realize they
teeth.
create the wheel. They created the
Check,
wheel,
check this out. Oh, they're making money off the wheel
and they're
because that
powering
actually
it.
has made. See, while you're running, that's formulating electricity. Now the electricity bill went down.
Hey,
And
but
on
you
top
think
of that,
hey Ken, you think it's funny though? That's how they're the engine of the economy, so of course they're generating electricity. You think it's written? That's real. Without them,
oh,
the economy wouldn't exist, Ken.
but here's the beautiful thing: the cheese is on outside of the wheel. So how would you even be able to get the cheese?
Ah, God damn it! I
How
didn't
are
even
you
think of
gonna
that.
get the cheese?
I didn't,
Even
I
if even
didn't
if
even
the
see
wheel
that.
stopped, you
The
can't reach
cheese is
the
outside the wheel. I
cheese.
did not even see that. Oh my God! But no, okay, this is why they can't see it. You know why they can't see it, Ken?
Why?
The wheel's spinning so fast.
Well, they got to keep up. They
No,
got
the
to keep it
wheel's
moving.
spinning so fast, you don't see the wheel anymore because it's spinning
Well,
so
see, if
fast.
they slow the wheel down, then they don't make as much on electricity.
Oh my, no, the faster it runs, you gotta remember they can't see the cheese because the wheel's spinning so fast. You know how it just almost turns invisible,
Oh my God.
right? And they don't
Oh.
realize that they're not getting closer, so they speed up, thinking if they speed up,
Mm.
they'll get closer to the
But
cheese.
but but wait a second, LJ, my head is starting to hurt because that's constant running, the pace.
Yes.
Oh, but remember that one dude did suggest that black seed oil
For $20.
for
But check this out. Oh,
$20.
This is what I thought too, Ken. Remember now when they go and finance a car, right? They ain't got the money for the car to buy the car. Okay.
Oh no, no.
So they finance the price of the car plus the taxes, correct? They finance the taxes too. They
Oh,
finance the taxes too.
oh, wait a second. Wait. Now, tell me if I'm right or wrong when you get a brand new car. Don't you have to pay full insurance?
Oh yeah, they require that. They require full.
Oh,
They, re-
wow.
they
Okay.
require full
Wow.
insurance.
Yeah, that's not good then. And
Ooh,
that's a
ooh,
sports
ooh.
car you got, right? And a young dude. Oof, yeah.
And on the insurance they say, oh man, I'll take the $500 deductible. Yeah, I'll take that because that's all.
Oof.
If they get in an
Oh,
accident,
yeah.
they probably won't have the
Yeah.
$500 to pay for it anyway. You
Mm.
see what I'm saying? So
See,
they keep it low where they pay the highest premiums for the lowest lowest deductible.
actually, I was wrong now that I go back a little bit. Remember, I was talking about the $1,800? I
Mm,
didn't think about the insurance for the car.
mm, mm,
Just
mm,
make that $2,000 out of $3,500.
mm,
Cause see, you about 23, young. That's your price gonna be,
mm.
up, and it's full. So yeah, just make it even $2,000.
Hey Ken, what's so funny too? This like, I mean, I swear I'll be observed. I can't even help it. Right when I watch commercials, I bet you 25-year-old people, they never stop and say, hey, everybody on TV's my age. Hey, wait, that's weird. Everybody financing the car is my
Oh
age.
my
That's weird. They
God.
don't ever stop to think that. Like, wait a minute. How's that possible? Everybody's not my age. No, they're
You,
targeting you.
you know what's funny, man? I seen this commercial today. Now that you say it, and they had this lady retractor, and she had this sign 500 off. Now they didn't say what the 500 was off. You see, do you know? I heard. Here's another thing. Look it up, folks out there. That they said car sales are out the roof.
Oh, yeah. I heard about that. $600 the $600 is the average monthly payment now.
Yes.
And check this
Yeah.
out. You know what's so funny? This is what they never question either. When they say, hey, come in here, you'll get a $5,000 rebate. They never question say, $5,000 from who?
Right.
Rebate from what? I haven't
Yes.
even got anything. You gonna give me $5,000 for
Do,
financing
do that do that
$50,000
make
truck?
sense? Do that make sense?
Don't even make any sense. They never question say, hey, tell you what, walk in and say, hey, I'm not buy the truck, but I still want the rebate. Okay.
Right. Oh,
See if
put it
they
this way. Put it this way. If it costs, let's say, I'll be nice. It's 28,000. Say that's really 23,000, right?
right.
They'll say, well, come over here for a second. See, because they didn't answer you.
And you know what they say? Hey, why don't you use the rebate as your down payment? They fall for that shit. None of it, Ken, none of it exists. But they say,
I
"I'll
was just
give
going.
you a rebate for the down payment." You know what they say? Yeah, sure do. Okay, cool. You didn't
The
do shit.
Matrix. The Matrix.
Oh, the Matrix
See,
power.
here we go with the bank again. It's the same thing. See, you think that $20 million FDIC accountable is in there?
Mm.
No. Mm-mm.
None of it
The
exists.
majority has loaned out, buddy.
None of it exists, Ken.
See,
Paper money doesn't even exist for them, Ken.
here we go. Here we go.
And I can prove. You know what's so crazy? This is what I love about it. I can prove it, and they still won't believe it, even even when they put their own numbers in their calculator and see it. Like, think about it this way. This. There are millions of people that think they're homeowners, Ken. Millions. All they got to do is open up their calculator app, put in their mortgage payment minus the mortgage balance, and it would clearly show that they're not a homeowner. Clearly.
You know that sound like I seen this YouTube called SavingsMinusDebt.
I know, right?
Simple,
right? They were like, wait a minute, that's a big negative number. Yeah, you're not a homeowner.
Oh my goodness. Now let me tell you something real quick. I don't get into religious stuff and all that, and they ain't trying to. But if I remember right, they said when the Lord came down, people didn't believe him.
It's in the Bible, Ken. The borrower slave to the lender. Proverbs 22:7.
So if you go by subscriber count, if you go by what these so-called dummies are talking about, really?
Uh-huh. Hey Ken, all they got to do is go take that verse out the Bible, right? Go to these channels that they be listening to, and they say this. Wait a minute, that doesn't go with what they say. That none of what they're saying goes with this saying.
Yeah,
that doesn't make sense. You think they ever do that? Hell no, they won't do that.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. Like I say, I'm more of the universe type of guy, but I'm gonna tell you one thing about the Bible.
I'm 100% universe.
Yeah. One thing I say about the Bible, though, it is very foundational.
You know what? You know what's so funny, Ken? Now that I'm out of debt, and then you go back and look at what it really is, it's like a metaphor.
Yeah.
It's not, if you look at it directly, you'll never see it.
Right.
But if you look at it for what it really, it's like, hey, we're saying this, but it's because of this that you can't really explain.
It's very basic.
This is the best way we can show you.
What kills me is the people, and I'm not, if that's what you do and you study, I have nothing against it. But I always hear too much anything ain't good. You understand? So if we talking about a certain subject matter and it somewhat correlates to the Bible, and you give me 40 different verses on it, see, you're overthinking again.
Exactly.
Because really, what the Bible comes down to, in my estimation, it kind of breaks down to you whether you know right or wrong. So you're oversimplifying it. Are you supposed to be doing that or not? You kind of know. Come on, man.
And I'm gonna put this link up there. See if anybody want to chit chat with us before, because we've been going like 2 hours straight. Man. It don't even feel like 20 minutes every time we get on the phone. It's not like that.
Oh, I'm scared to get on the phone because we be rolling.
So I put this link out here. If you guys want to ask either one of us questions, you might be curious about something. Right now is the time to ask, so you can get two different perspectives of the same thing.
Yeah.
For sure, man.
That's what we're really here for, really.
It's so funny, man, as we're telling the story, and we start laughing before the end of the story because we already know where it's going.
Yeah. But you know what? I was laughing about it, but it's the scenario of the vehicle and the student loan together. That's legitimate, man. Because as a young dude, I'm gonna tell you, they use young guys.
Oh, use young people, not no guy. Ain't got nothing to do with man or woman.
Yeah. You're right. You are definitely part of the matrix.
Part of the program, Ken. That's another part of the program.
Well, they got to get you young.
Yeah, of course.
That's part of the matrix.
But they already got their parents, so they don't really have to.
Oh,
yeah. This is generational, Ken.
Hey, Disney movies. See what I mean?
Oh man.
Come on, man.
Disney movies, man.
See, our generation, boy, they had us hook, line, and sinker. Dog.
Man, I remember back then, there was a sprinkle of people that would say something about the Disney movies, right? They would, oh man, they're really trying to direct the women. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. Once you get out of the matrix, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, it hits you up man. It just hits you straight up on your face, man.
Oh, straight in the middle of your forehead. You're like,
you can't even deny it. It's too late.
Too late. And then when you get here, look at then you look at Disney, you're like, oh fuck, am I that far behind? Yes, you
I
are. No,
know,
you're that
I
far
know.
behind. He's got a
Okay.
castle. He's got a castle in California, and they got a castle in
Yeah,
Florida. You are
yeah,
way behind
yeah. A
on
legitimate castle.
the most primest real estate. They got
Yeah.
such a large amount of acreage for their man. Can you
And check this. They don't even live in them places most
don't
of the
even live
time.
there?
That's for investment.
That's strictly investment. Look how much land
Wow.
they have on
Think
prime
about
real
that.
estate in those states.
Hey, tell me if this wasn't true when we was coming through the pipe. When you grew up as a guy, you want to get a good job, right? You know,
That's
respectable, maybe something better.
Yep.
You meet somebody, right, that you feel is respectable. You have kids get to home with the white picket fence. Period.
Mm-hmm.
What am I right or wrong?
Right. That's the
That
program.
was the scenario. That
Mm-hmm.
was it.
That was it. And that's what I learned from fucking TV.
Yeah, no doubt.
TV
No doubt.
will get you. Everybody sits around, has dinner around 5, 6 o'clock.
Sure
Dad,
you
mom
do.
comes in after work. The whole program. You just don't even.
Yep.
You don't even. I didn't realize I was being programmed. None of that is
Yeah.
true. None of that's true.
Well, you check it out. We're gonna go back again. Your parents didn't know.
Your parents, yeah.
The majority of them, they didn't.
Nope. They just.
So how are you gonna know?
They just naturally teach their children what they were taught.
Dang, man.
Never once, Ken. Never once questioning it. Never once.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna let it be, but there's certain subject matters we were talking about today that I even question. And you know what I would hear back? Don't you ask me about that.
What? What?
Now, here's the thing about that, man. If you're inquisitive like that, I don't see a problem with it. So why would you come back in that type of demonstrative type of voice anyway?
Right.
See what that does, that shuts you down from being inquisitive and asking questions.
I think it's because they don't have the answer, Ken.
Well, that's what it was.
That's what instead of saying, I don't know that, they get mad.
Which ain't nothing wrong with that.
And, hey man, I'd rather have somebody tell me to my face. If I say, hey, can you do this? And they turn to me and say, hey, LJ, I do not know how to do that. I would have 100% respect for that person.
Yeah. And you know what? You know where you would know they was even at another level? After they said that, they said, but I'm going to do whatever I have to do to try and find that answer out for you.
Correct. Exactly.
Now that would be asking for above and beyond. Don't get me wrong.
You're right, though.
But that would be beautiful.
Because it would tell me, hey, I'm not going to sit here and guess at something I clearly don't know. I'm going to do it and get the facts, and then I'm going to come back to you and tell you.
Thank you.
Exactly, man.
Wow. See, anytime you think you above learning, wow, you better watch it, man.
You're done right there. You're done.
Yeah,
I know it all. Okay, see you later, buddy.
No,
you got to get away from me. You better get away from me.
I know I ain't never gonna figure it all out.
Nobody
and
can.
It ain't got nothing to do with my age. I just ain't gonna figure it out. Not everything.
I don't. You know what's so crazy? I don't want to. I use the less brain power as I have to.
Thank you. See, man, why do you think I keep saying keep it simple?
People don't understand that. If
you think I'm saying keep it simple so you can be
on my list I need to do around the house. And if I end up thinking about that once or twice, or maybe 3 times, and I still ain't done it, I even check myself. I'm like, you're wasting energy on something that you need to be doing. And then I go and get it done.
I got another one for you. If I'm talking to somebody about doing something, right? Something kind of needed to be done. I'm not saying it's life or death, but something to be done. And the first they say, hey, can't we just wait till tomorrow? That's a red flag. If it's 10 in the morning and it's a weekend and you got the weekend, and I ask you to do it and you say, hey, can't we just wait till tomorrow?
Yeah.
See, here we go. See that I'm not gonna hawk you about it, but see, that's a red flag. That's a red flag. Why are we waiting for what? What are we waiting for? See, you know what I equate that to? You're lazy. You're lazy.
Exactly.
See, now I'm gonna get beat up in the real world now, because that's how it is. I don't care what you think.
I don't care. You know what's so crazy? I'm harsh, man. I don't really care what slaves think anymore.
No.
I'm straight up hardcore, man. I'm straight up hardcore. I don't care what slaves think.
You know why? They don't want to hear this. You're irrelevant.
They are.
You know what you know what you really are.
They're not irrelevant, Ken. They're the power to the engine.
I was just gonna say. I was just gonna say, all
Gotta
you are is
gotta
food.
keep the
You're
rat wheels
just
running
food.
fast. The cheese is
Yeah.
outside the wheel.
Yes.
If it slows,
Yes.
listen, Ken, do your analogy. If that wheel slows down, they're gonna be like, wait a minute, what the hell is that spinning in front of me?
Right. Right.
I can then
Right.
they'll be able, they won't concentrate on the cheese outside the wheel anymore because they're gonna realize the cheese is outside the wheel, not inside the wheel.
Wow.
So it can't slow down. It can't.
I'm,
That's why they're always keeping throwing shit up in the economy today, right? It's always something. You notice how it's always
yeah.
something. It might
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
might calm down, and then they'll throw in something else, and then they'll calm
I'm gonna
down.
give you. I'm gonna go back to the other analogy with the head in the cage. So now we're gonna give you room to look back, right? Okay. Then there's a noise. You've been in that cage. You've been in that cage so long. You scared to look back now.
Yeah. There's no going back. There is no
See?
way. There's
See?
You're not gonna wake up one day and say, "Oh fuck it, I'm gonna go back in debt." That'll never happen.
No.
That will never happen.
Nope.
Go back to the Ken. This is what I came up with. Do you realize there are 7 days in a week, Ken, and their employer? Listen, man, their employer owns 5 of those days.
Well, wait a second.
They
You
own
brung
more
up a
the time in their lives than themselves.
Hold on, man. I got a better one for you, and you brung it up. Remember when you said like jobs will give you a like a laptop or they give you a phone? They own you 7 days.
Yeah, 7 days a week, 25 days. That's how they own me. They own me.
Well, it's the truth. You accepted it.
You know how I accepted it? You know what they said to me, Ken? Hey, we'll pay your phone bill.
Oh,
you know
sure.
What I said? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I didn't know what came with that. 24-hour access to my life.
Oh my goodness.
Here's the thing. Again, never once did I stop and say, hey, why do they want to pay my phone bill? I never thought about that.
See, here's the thing. I always heard it in my life, nothing's free. But until you really hear what somebody, when they say that and really think of, nothing's free.
Again, check this out though. This is what happened one time. One time I was at work, right? I was at work and there was a coworker, right? And I came up to him and said, hey man, do you got the job paying for your phone bill? He turned to me and said, hell no. Now remember, I'm in the debt matrix. Was
he out the matrix?
He had to been because the way he said it to me.
Yeah.
Check it out, Ken. I didn't understand why he said it to me like that. You know what I said?
Thought he was weird.
He's crazy. He's throwing away money. That's free money. Now I know why he said it to me like that.
Yeah.
He said, they're not going to pay for my phone bill, and I have a separate phone for work. That's what he said to me. And you know what I thought to myself? Why would you have 2 phones, 2 bills? That's stupid. And you could just have one and they could pay for your phone.
Right.
I didn't know shit.
And think about this. That's how good they have people trained.
Oh, man.
The wheel again. You know what? That wheel, man. It's so basic and so, bruh. And think about this. You've been running on that wheel for, let's say, 5 days. The cheese ain't no good even no more.
It's a hologram. Ken?
Oh my goodness.
Ken, the cheese is not real. It was a hologram the whole damn time. So regardless if the wheel was spinning or not, it's still gonna go through and hit the wall or whatever it's hitting to reflect it.
Jeez, oh man. That's sad, man.
I didn't stop, and all I had to do was just step off the wheel and say, damn, that's a hologram on the wall.
But you know what? They do appreciate though if you keep that going as fast as you can, because that electricity again.
Hell yeah. Ken, we think it's a joke. Think about it.
I'm being serious.
Yeah, think about it. This economy could not exist without slaves.
No, it couldn't.
It couldn't exist.
There's no way. Matter of fact, our whole game plan wouldn't exist.
Nothing. It wouldn't exist. They would say, you know what would happen, Ken? If even though it will never happen, but say start changing some shit, right? You would get a knock on the door and say, hey, we need to sit down.
Yeah.
Because you're disrupting something, and that cannot happen.
Yeah.
And you know what I would say, Ken? Okay, it won't happen again.
Right. Exactly. I apologize. You know what?
Be like, hey,
that's that fluidity again. See?
Okay, you happy? You made some trillions. Be cool with
that.
Okay, don't start disrupting stuff.
Right. See, you know what that is? That fluidity again.
Yeah. Oh, there's clearly a hierarchy. There's clearly a hierarchy.
No question. See, that's another thing. See, people say, I get money, man. I ain't listening to nobody. Oh, yes, you are.
Yes, you are. It's like this, Ken. Okay. When I hear people say like that, I tell you what, Why don't you go get a brick of cocaine and go out in the corner and get a sign and say, "Hey, I'm selling cocaine." Okay, you wouldn't do that. Why?
Oh,
Because you're worried about somebody that's higher
right,
up
right.
says you can't do that, slave.
Okay, I got another one for
And if
you.
you get caught, I'm gonna take away the time in your life if you don't listen.
Oh my goodness. See, here we go with the basics again. See?
You said you got another one. What you got? What you
Oh
got?
yeah. I was gonna say, check this one, right? So let's say you out and about in the streets doing whatever, right? Countless things we could come up with.
Mm-hmm.
Now you might be making some good money.
Mm.
But remember that universe, the yin and the yang?
Yep.
Here's the thing though. You know that siren go off. You got to represent and look back
Mm-hmm.
because you know you might be part of that.
Yep.
See. Once you now, I'm not here to judge one way or the other. What I'm telling you is the universe.
Yes.
See, you're accountable. See,
You know what I
I
wish,
don't have to
man? You
worry
know what I
about that. I don't have to worry about that. Matter of fact, when the police come to mine, you know what I do? I wish you
Right.
was in. I wish you was in the car with me sometime. Some people think I'm a little cocky, but they come up to my car and you know what I tell them before they can say something? Can I help you?
Mm.
Because you know what I'm thinking. You need to be out getting the real people that's doing something wrong.
Exactly.
I'm paying your goddamn salary.
Exactly.
I'm serious.
Yeah, I get
You're wasting my time right now.
it.
See what I
Yeah.
mean? Now, here's the thing. If you push it too far, I'm not no millionaire, but you
Right.
push it too far and I think you went way out the mark. I'm
Right.
taking you to court, buddy.
Yeah. Because it's the law, you know?
Well, it's for principle now. See, you
Correct.
pushed it.
Yeah.
I ain't doing nothing wrong. See?
They don't realize your whole world changes. It
Oh
does.
man.
Everything
Bro,
changes.
you get so serious about certain things. Integrity, character. I got that.
Correct.
You
It's all
show me you don't have it. We need
it's
to
all
take care of this the
there-
legal way. See?
exactly. There's clearly a hierarchy. This is what I was thinking about the other day. It's so crystal clear, again, in your face thing, okay? The hierarchy says, hey, we can sell our drugs, you know,
Wow.
the prescription drugs, right? They're clearly
Yeah.
saying we can sell our drugs, but you can't sell no other drugs that we say you can't sell. That's clear.
Right.
That's crystal clear to
Right.
me.
Right.
Because I wish somebody would have came up to me back when I was on the streets when I was younger. I wish somebody would have came up to me and said, hey, man, if you get caught doing that, you know you're going to lose some of the time in your life. Something
Wow.
that you can never get back ever. You're
Yeah.
going to lose it. Somebody's going to take it from you. Do you
Or if
understand?
they could have shown you the value of what you're doing and what you might possibly be giving up.
Yeah, your whole life is going to be your whole life is going to change.
Yeah.
because
Once you're
you-
part of the system,
Yeah,
you
that's
can
it.
overcome it, but
You can, but it's going to be hard. It's
the
going to be hard.
percentages again. Here, see, I know people don't like you hearing that, but the percentages.
You know how strong your mind got to be? If you check this out, Ken. If you wake up in the system, it's possible, but do you know how far, you know how hard, you know how strong your mind's going to have to be to get out?
Oh,
You got to have
yeah.
a strong mind.
Because I'm going to tell you something. Like I told you to get debt free. And man, I put it in, bro.
Right.
I put it in, you know, and I can only imagine if I was fighting that and something else at the same time.
Correct. It would be that much harder. And,
Bro, I don't know then.
And I believe that's part of design too.
Well, sure it is. Because your percentage, see, everything is based on percentages, bro.
Yeah.
Everything, yeah.
Man, I just think to myself, I just, you know, I know there's not many people that would come up to another person and say that.
Right.
You know, you can, you know, that's like, there's clearly a hierarchy. If there's an entity that can take away the time in your life for not following the rules. You see what I'm saying? You still there, Ken?
Whoa, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I thought I lost you for a second. I must have.
Hold on. Might be something with me. Hold on.
Yeah.
Dang. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You can't.
Because for some reason I can't hear you real good. You're real low.
You can't hear me now?
I can hear you, but very.
I don't know.
Hold on. Say something again.
Testing.
Okay, there you go. I got you.
Yeah, it's designed to bury you. And if you don't, I just this is what terrifies me. Okay, if I had not listened to the universe and I woke up in the system, oh man, that'd be terrifying.
Yeah.
Literally be terrifying.
Yeah.
You wake up and you buried in the system. You're like, holy shit. Oh, I can't get this certain type of job because I'm a felon. So now I got to be stuck with these type of jobs with this minimum wage. And you can only imagine how that those people try to treat them people. Oh my God.
Hold on. Man, I can barely hear you, man.
Man, something's clicking on.
Well, I think I got a call come in and messed it all up.
Right. It must have switched to your Bluetooth or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe you got to click off your Bluetooth and come back in or something.
I don't know. Hold on. But no, I can hear you a little bit. But
we got to wrap it up though. It's 2.5 hours.
Yeah. Because we'll go on another 8 hours. You know how we
this is good, man. We're gonna do more of these for sure.
Because I really want to get some call-ins, you know.
Right.
That's what we need. Because we just here to help. Because we can do this by ourselves off the fly. You know, we do this all the time. But I just want to get more exposure to other people, more exposure, you know.
Exactly. Here's the Cash App if you enjoyed the show. Here's my email. If you have any questions, you can come to my website right there and schedule a consultation. I can give you the blueprint to become free. You could skip all the hurdles, get straight to it, and start talking to people like me and Ken and other SMD family members. Okay.
Right.
So you got any parting words, Ken?
I just hope that we might even just reached one person tonight.
Right. That's all it takes, just one.
And if we did that,
and I know we probably only reached one. I understand.
And that's okay though, because if we did, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I'm cool.
I'm cool with, because that really, you know what? I'm gonna tell you, I know in our DNA, really, at the end of the day, we got certain gifts to reach the people.
Yep.
And that's really what the reason I wanted to come on today, because, you know, I love your situation. I know who you're going to become. Mm-hmm. And I just want to be part of it to help you get where you got to get. But I also just want to be on here to reach other people, because I know there's people that was in my situation before I got out of debt, because there were some dark times, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it ain't fun when you by yourself. And I just, through the grace of the universe, I got out of that and happened to come across your video with O'Shea on there, and it changed my life.
Right. Because that one person that we wake up, you don't know what their mission is, right? Maybe we're set here for the universe to wake up that one person, and then their mission is going to start.
Right.
You know wake up whatever they're going to wake up, whatever that is, you know. I know mine is fine.
If that's my closing thing, and hey, we help one person, hey, it was well worth the time, and hopefully next time we'll get more people on here.
Oh yeah. This is going to be a regular thing, man. I'm excited about it. I'm excited to wake up some people.
All right, LJ.
All right, man. Until next time.
I'm out. Peace.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Appreciate you. If you enjoyed the show, like I said, let me know. If you want to hear more of these shows, it's going to happen regardless anyway. But let us know how you enjoyed the show. Leave some comments down there. And like I said, we can invite some more people. And we got other SMD family members that would love to join the show too. Trust me, there's a lot of people in different areas, and we're going to give you this perspective of it all, unlike any other perspective than the majority, the 97% of the people that don't know. Okay. All right. So until next time, enjoy your night. Later.